I mean, I know
COVID backlog too.
he don't got many teeth, but like, can we get at least one phone back? He didn't take it because it's not around here. You know he eat raccoon, y'all. You know he eats some good raccoon.
Oh, goddamn.
What's up, my guy?
Try to get
What's
it,
up,
I don't know what.
What's up, Dan?
Oh, you know, just get back to it. You know, Ed is still a CP suspect.
In the new year.
Want to walk around acting like I would have put that call. Did you guys hear that part with Kevin called him and his brother was saying he didn't find it here. They didn't find nothing because there was nothing around here. Yeah, open case. And that's what I'm just saying, bro. So, I mean, time's been going long enough. I mean, can we get one of the 5 cell phones? Can we get the laptop? Can we get...
The cops don't fucking kick open a door, raid the place, take all your fucking devices, and then just say, oh, well, see you later. Never talking to you guys again. Like, thanks for the free phone.
Right. I just want to know, and you know,
I think it's so backlogged. I think Ed has no clue what's going on, and he's scared to call and ask because then it's probably gonna fucking bring that case back into light, right? It's probably so backlogged from fucking COVID, from all the fucking creeps being stuck inside and shit. They probably got so many fucking reports during those 2 years.
I bet too. That's crazy. I wanted to play this fucking thing real quick, a video, but I think I'm just put the audio because I can't figure out how to get this fucking video to my laptop. It seems like I can't email it. It's weird. But listen to this guy.
Man, because I don't want to do that. I want to have a good time and enjoy my...
Hold on, let me stop that. And then right here. This is the homie right here.
Had sex or raped an underage child. We got the fucking chomos, fucking cheetos, you know what I'm saying? And all these fucking weirdos, bro, in the penitentiary, bro, that are literally just waiting for you to slip up so they can take them cheeks. Yo, Cat, will you play my short? Had sex or raped. Will you play the short I put out today on Sam, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know if you saw it, bro, but you should see it. It's good.
Let me see.
Fucking Sam. He tries so hard to be relevant, man. It's like...
I know.
I seen that shit where he, like, hit up that fucking podcast. And he's just like... Yeah, dude.
He hit up a podcast?
Well, that one Tommy did that Blacklist podcast or something like that.
It's a community post. Okay, hold on a second. Let me share it. Let me tell me which one.
I gotta start dragging fucking Paramount Studios, bro, because I keep fucking striking my shit. Alright, go to, that's the,
Shorts.
Yeah, shorts. That one right there. The first one on the left, bro. Look at this shit.
I did like it.
Call this bitch right now. He said he thinks...
Hello.
What's up?
Nothing. What you doing?
Man, just kicking it.
Are y'all done?
Nah, what you gonna do today?
Pick up my clothes and my trainers. I ain't gonna get my nails done.
Yeah.
Why? What's up?
Hey, did what's your name get at you yesterday?
Who?
These nuts.
Oh.
One question. Why is some nuts hanging on the wall? Question out here. Charlie, you just see one?
He would fall for something like that. He would 100%. What are you talking about? Oh God.
Yeah, I had help with that. Shout out to that person. That was fun, bro. That was fun. Fuck Sam. You want to go to the shit he was doing with that podcast? It's on my community post.
Check this.
His fucking his little pussy powwow he's trying to have with somebody.
Community podcast.
That's it right there. The white one. That one. Yeah.
I'm willing to have a conversation with you about why some folks troll him so hard and he has some haters. I have a channel, or you need to come onto your channel to discuss. It would be, thank you so much for your support. It would be a good conversation if you ask people in CPP or Tommy. They will attack me, but I think we could have an interesting convo. Anyways, keep up with the best quality content and all the best. He left him on red. You seem to be quite surprised about a decent cover. What did? Oh my God. He tries so hard to be important, but it's just not. He hates it so bad. So, I mean, fuck. This year, you guys, is starting off already pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is, bro. It's gonna be a wild year, Cap.
I mean, gas is going down, bro. Gas is going down. So if you gotta. Do you know when bro's thing's going? When he said, "You ain't gonna find none around here." Where is that shit? Where does anyone know the date or no?
No, I don't, but it'll come out for sure.
Isn't it this month?
I have no idea.
For those of you local to
You guys are
go hit us on socials.
fucked up. Why don't you guys know? It's bullshit.
No, dude, I'm focused on Jeff, bro. I mean, that motherfucker right there. He said that if anybody shares any of his fucking members only stream, that they're gonna face legal consequences. I'm just gonna share the whole fucking thing. And you can suck my dick, bro.
Oh, so he's got money now to sue people?
Yeah, he's gonna sue people from the bed. That little fucking den of sin he's got going on in his mommy and daddy's house. Yeah, he's firing off lawsuits. He's gonna tell the Sergeant Holt.
So, Nunya, shout out to Nunya. She did an awesome job with the awards. So the L awards, all the L's that were taken this year, there was a lot of L's handed out this year, man, or last year. I'm sorry. The recap is it takes pretty long. I mean, JT, I think, headlines it. I mean, when you get life, LIF, that's pretty fucking bad, bruh.
Yeah. No doubt.
I mean, if you take, I mean, this, bro, like, how does this happen from the internet? That's one thing I don't understand. How do you get life from the internet? That's fucking pretty crazy, but yeah, that's one. I mean, then Locke moving to Colorado with I mean, I don't. Is the mansion that's is it pretty big, or does he? Why would Locke do that?
I forgot about that. He moved to Colorado.
That's an L. You motherfucker. Who the fuck said moving with me is a motherfucking L? I've been winning lately. I got people on the bench. Got a raise. Locke moved in with us, and we're winning right now. So
wait, who's us, Sabby?
He's here. Just quit asking questions. He's happy, and we're good. Live more by 12 years. Let me tell you, them 12 years, I could tell it was 12 years, because that motherfucker, he's a locksmith, but he ain't got no keys, let me tell you.
So you're trying to say that he's a locksmith, but he ain't no cocksmith? Is that what you're saying?
My key's bigger than his, let's just say that, okay? Some bullshit. Keep my man's name out of your mouth. Here's a win for moving in with me, okay? We doing big shit. We Broncos for life. And shout out to the Broncos. Russell Wilson is our quarterback. Bye.
Yo, who takes bigger shits, you or Locke, bro? Who fucking clogs that toilet?
Well, this one day, I had to take a picture of this shit and show him. It was fucking ridiculous. Like, we had coffee, and then, like, the next day, Yeah, it was Locke. It was Locke, okay? Locke did it. Locke has a bigger one than I did, so...
Fuck, bro. You make him get in there and scrub that toilet, bro? What the fuck?
He does everything, and then after Tommy beat his ass, I do that too, so, you know how we do. We don't get our ass beat at this house. Tell him, you move in here, you beat some ass, or get your ass beat, and he decided to get his ass beat, so...
Damn, y'all fucking hardcore over there, man.
Yeah, we practice hard over here. We train hard, pray hard. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Locke said he wanted this lifestyle. I sent him over there to do something. He couldn't do the work, so what? I had to beat his ass. I had to put him against the wall, put a hole in the wall. And then this motherfucker couldn't even patch the hole in the wall. I said, so you're going to have me beat your ass and you can't even fix the hole in the wall? You a double bitch. Max smacked him in the face again. Made another hole. Call that contractor, bitch. Call him. Call him. I ain't paying for it. This ain't my house. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's your son's house, ain't it?
We ain't gonna talk about that, but it's getting spicy over here, so I'll be back, though. So, keep my man's name out your mouth unless I'm around, but peace out. I'll be back. Bye.
So what do you do for a living, Sabby?
We ain't gonna get that far, bro. I think she said something was burning on the stove or some shit like that. So she says she'll be back, but I don't know how she keeps on cutting into my internet, bro.
I don't know, dude. That's fucking wild. I know that she's not very computer savvy, you know? That's what I learned.
I like the whole time, like, during Christmas and shit, Sabby's like, oh yeah, I got the kids here, we're playing chess. You know, we've been playing chess all day, and then she uploads a short on her fucking page, and they're not even playing chess, they're playing fucking checkers. Bitch is so fucking dumb, she doesn't know the fucking difference between the two.
Cerebral. Very cerebral.
Legit, it's like praising, oh my god, the kids been playing chess for fucking hours, been playing chess, and then she uploads the fucking video and it's checkers.
It's the same thing, bro. Same thing. Checkerboard.
Yeah.
There's
Sabby's
squares, like, it's the
Sabby's
same
like-
of squares on the board, so that's all that matters, right?
Sabby's like, king me, bitch.
I can imagine that sound, right? Like,
King me.
Like, what you gonna do with that piece? King me, bitch. King me. King me. Oh, I ain't losing. I lose again? Fuck that. I'm done. Get out. Get out, bitch. Go make dinner.
you could imagine that. I'm pretty sure he let it, 2 pieces left. He's like, all right, you're going to win. He's like, oops, it looks like I'm checkmate over here. I can't do anything. Like, you're damn right, bitch. I can't even do the sappy voice anymore. It's fucking...
You think that sometimes late at night, Locke will sneak into the kitchen trying to get fucking peanut butter sandwich, and she just standing in there, bro? Just all you see.
You know the kitchen's closed, bitch. The kitchen's closed.
The guy moved to Colorado and he fucking like working like double the amount he is. Fucking, he probably moved here, he's probably paying all Tabby's bills.
Bro, he moved to Colorado, and within the first month, he got his ass beat in front of everybody on camera.
It was a bad week, bro. He fucking drove all that way to get out there. Got out there, got a 2-piece, drove home, tried to explain something to her, got 2-pieced again, and it was just not good. Hey, Dragonfly.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
I've been screaming at you in chat.
Sorry.
You weren't paying attention.
Sorry.
Somebody just sent me a link and they want you to play this video.
Run it. Oh, is it on the... Where's the link at?
Here, let me see if I can...
damn, was that what all those text messages were I was getting?
I only sent you one. I wasn't blowing it up.
No, somebody else was, though. Let me look.
I just dropped a link in chat,
Okay, let me...
I think.
I seen something. Oh my God.
Yeah. This motherfucker right here, bro. What's up with you, Dragonfly?
Not shit. I'm actually not going to stay up here because I'm going to be having a coughing fit any minute. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
coughing in you guys' ears. But, yeah, I just wanted to get your attention to play that.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
You too. Later.
Bye.
All right, hold on. Let me get this quality up. Let me rewind this shit. This loser. Present.
Well, I might go over to the water chair and pull my dick out and, you know. Then start one on. Oh, yeah, that's fine too. Second. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to fucking bullshit and talk crap with y'all. Well, wait, is there anything wrong with when I look at the water in the water chair and my urine goes flowing? Is there anything sick or wrong with me thinking that Nick's face is there? I mean, if you want to piss on his face, go for it. That's up to you. Then I'm gonna do it. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. If you're hypothetically your man, I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. I ain't here to judge people. I'm not gonna judge you. If you want to jerk off to Nick, if Constantine wants to wear makeup, I mean, hey, y'all can do your own shit. I'm not here to judge. I don't talk shit about anyone personally unless you talk shit about me. If you talk shit about me, it's fucking fair fucking game.
Fucking that
Mark's so kid thinks he's so fucking hot shit. Fucking kid looks like a fucking Planet of the Apes character.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Oh man.
I don't even know what to say, man.
Right? I mean, that's the guy that got LIF, and he. Is that a recent? Yeah. How old is that stream? Is that like is that recent or what? So this is. I'm pretty sure. Did Predward say anything about his, his last year? Was his last year good for him? He's probably like, I didn't see my kids all year. Did some time in the fucking pen last year. Fucking had good spread last year, man. He's like, learned how to make some fucking brownies with fucking ramen and fucking brownie mix, man.
Fucking Colfax, 60 years old, bro. 60 fucking years old, and that's the shit that he's doing.
Right?
Oh my god, man.
Well, what's funny is like when he was served with those papers and he acts like, I kind of troll this guy on the internet, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? It is so funny how bad he sucks ass when the cops are in front of him. I don't bother him. I lightly troll him on the internet. He got domesticated real quick. Trolling? What might you say that? Do I do? These trolls you speak of, I would never do anything like that. I mean, I hardly would watch the movie Trolls. I don't know.
Sam thinks he's some like artistic fucking genius.
I know, bro. It's fucking stupid. Dude, you remember like, and Sam flew in. Let's talk about some shit in 2023, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, the reflection stream. Do it. Let's get it.
Sam flew in to go to court with his boyfriend JT, and it was probably one of the biggest L's of 2023, hands down. He flew in and as a character witness. Shit.
Well, for JT?
Yeah, for JT, bro. He was there for his man.
Fucking flying is giving him credit. He drove.
He drove?
Drove. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Sam.
This idiot had time to think about this as he was going out there, and that's the thing. Like JT's probably like, yeah, I probably need a lawyer for this, and he's like, no, JT,
We got this. We got this. And then they both was like,
I got the dockets. I will do it. I got money. I know Tommy. He'll back out like a little snake he is. And I got the dockets. And I'll skip around court a couple times. I'll get kicked out. I'll go live. And then they'll just throw it out because I'm a badass. And if they don't, I will put hands on my hips. I'll wave my fingers at the fucking judge, and I will buy you a dirty sock pack, okay? Because that night after he took LIF, they put him in a hotel thinking that they were going to make production. That motherfucker had the dirtiest socks on, talking about, hey, it's a production, guys. I got the dockets. How do you take him at L and then took him to Chick-fil-A after? You know that motherfucker. You know this is your fault, Sam. This is your fault, Sam. This is life, Sam. What am I going to do, Sam? I have no more life, Sam.
Dude, you know they fucking got in the car right after, and they're like, fuck.
He's probably like, I know, don't worry about it. They're skipping, he's skipping over to the I know. This is a bullshit. He was probably, I can imagine how pissed JT was when she said life, and then when his fat ass had to waddle up and say, hey, this is so much for free speech. Yeah, get your free waddly ass out of here now, you fucking penguin reject.
Dude, I was watching that as it was going down, and at first she's like, all right, who's your witness? And Sam goes up there, and Colfax is trying to be as professional as possible, and he's like, well, have you ever known in the presence of, and fucking Sam's like, well, actually I don't think so, and I was like, y'all are fucked.
I'm thinking it is. He's the only thing to say is dockets. I got the dockets. I got the dockets. He's like, if I could just get a skip in on this court, and the judge can see me skip and I got my hands on my hips. If I could just wave my fucking finger and skip out of here, she's like, get out. He's like, okay, watch me skip. I'm out. I'm fucking out. And if you give him life, I swear to you, I will skip all around this court until you're gone. I swear. I got money for it. I got docket. I will go at every fucking docket and tell them that this isn't right, and he's wasting the community's money. No, I think that was fucking money well spent, man. Good, and shout out to that fucking judge that was like, no, it looks like, she's a normal person, and everybody's like, no, there's something wrong with the judge. No, the judge was pretty fucking free-minded and straightforward. And could you imagine if she would have seen, because Tommy brought all that, like, the SD card and shit, and could you imagine any of the shit she would have seen, like, oh, I wish she would have seen it, because then seeing his dumb ass sit in the chair, like, this is you? He's like, well, I was drinking that Taco Bell cup has a lot of different, I got a lot of bad memories in that Taco Bell cup, okay? We're not going to talk about that right now, but,
He'd be like, I'm an artist, Your Honor. You don't understand.
She's like, is this you freak? He's like, yeah, to me. Life. Free speech.
God damn you, Red Hood.
God, yeah, Red Hood's fault. There's that. Where else did we get the Florida trip?
Florida trip was so much controversy, bro. So much
controversial Florida trip. I honestly think that Little Sus, aka Little Pred, aka Preddy Eddie, aka Ed, is a CP suspect still. Probably regrets going on that fucking trip, because that's when all that shit. That's when his 2023 went.
Yeah.
It was one of those gotcha bitch moments for sure, right?
God almighty. This place is a fucking circus, bro.
Right, and then just the fact that, like, that's the thing too. Like, he's very, very fortunate that his paperwork didn't come out while he was in the pen. Could you imagine? Like, this is like that video I was playing, that sound that you guys heard earlier. It's like some guy that was talking about this is what they do to you in jail for CP. Like, this is another person that, you know, when they hear CP, this is what they say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they fucking are on it, like how we are. And these other people are acting like, oh, it's no big deal, it's old. No. Like, CP, being a suspect for CP is never going to get old. Ever. And it's going to be something that's going to alert everybody. And it's, bro, I was just watching right now, on the news, they have this fucking, there's this guy, I guess, okay, they're doing this new housing development, and they're building, you know, all these playgrounds, brand new housing development, new houses and shit, and they got families moving in, and they found out one of the houses is like literally a halfway house, and there's like, they're finding out that the paperwork isn't correct on the halfway house. Like, all this weird shit's going on with this house, and it's like right in the middle of this brand new community. They're building a school right here, and they got tons of, like, not tons, but, you know, a few registered sex offenders that are staying in this halfway house that isn't really supposed to be a halfway house, because it's like, in, you know, they've got like these rules and shit, right? So they've got the whole neighborhood in front of this house. Fucking the news was out there and everything, and this is like what people take when it comes to this kind of shit. Like, people go and rage, they rally. So when they act like, oh, well, you guys are just dragging shit's going too far. No, you don't understand. People go in front of people's house and fucking say, get out of our neighborhood. This CP shit is fucking not a problem. Registered sex offenders are not wanted in neighborhoods. Like, would that be something that if this loser ass motherfucker that can't prove that he's not a suspect, if that shit goes down, would he have to be that would definitely go under register, right? He'd have to register. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely, bro. If you get charged with something like that, you definitely go on the registry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, these people, like, so he'd have to be fucking registered in like where he's living and all this shit. So he's definitely trying to keep that shit, like, that fire under wraps, because he already knows that shit is fucking complete bullshit and it's bad. And I'm pretty sure he don't want that shit to be fucking, he don't want it to, it's the weirdest and nasty part about it. He probably wants it to stay open.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
I mean, have you ever thought about that? You know what I mean? Like, because if it gets closed, you know, obviously look at all the consequences that come with it. He's going to have to register. I mean, fuck, you already know that stipulation. It's going to be something of, he's going to have to register. He's going to have to fucking be in a halfway house. He's not going to, again, kids, like, that shit's already off the fucking table. And again, this is one thing I was remembering a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but I remembered it from a long time ago on one of my streams that, you know, his bestie over there, LB, you remember when she was like, oh, maybe it's a good thing that he's not around his kids, like, maybe that's good for them. And now she's like, she literally said that about the guy. Now she's over there shacked up with him. He's okay with it. Like, this guy's weird. He will hang out with anybody that will not talk about his situation. That's like how he gets down. But the weird part about it is these people talk about his situation behind his fucking back. But he'll sit there, oh, I don't want to be friends with Ray because he don't want to be my friend in public. Well, bitch, none of these motherfuckers really do, to be honest with you. Like, LB fucking was literally the one, well, yeah, maybe it's a good idea he is not around his kids. Maybe there's a reason. That's why. But now all of a sudden, it's old. It's whatever, it's old. And it's like, no, that's the worst thing.
He's a fucking CP suspect. That doesn't ever get old.
That's exactly. Oh, exactly. Yeah, CCD, he still is.
An almost 100% dub plate mix from them.
And we're talking about it, and like they're trying to let it die, or not letting this issue die, man. I was just saying, over like here in California, there's this guy that, or it's a halfway house that's like in a new community where they're building families are moving in, like not even 2 years old community, and they got this halfway house that's not registered correctly, and they got all these registered sex offenders there, and these people it was crazy. Like the news crew was out there, and they had megaphones, and they just got signs and shit, and they're about to burn this fucking house down just because there's registered sex offenders in there. And then they want to talk shit when we're raging and asking questions and being ferocious. They're trying to get answers out of this fucking loser ass deadbeat. He's a deadbeat dad confirmed. He don't even fucking make no gripes about it. We just got through with New Year's and Christmas, and this motherfucker didn't have not one memory about, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, on Christmas morning, I bought my kid this special toy that he really asked for. This motherfucker had nothing. This motherfucker's news flash for Christmas morning was, you see what Tommy did? You know what I mean? Like, the first thing out of his fucking mouth is Tommy. Instead of what his family did. Like, oh man, my wife made this awesome ass fucking turkey. Nothing, because I mean, turkey. You know, this motherfucker couldn't buy a turkey if his life depended on it. But anything, you know, like, oh, I had the bomb. His thing would probably be some pumpkin pie, because it fucking doesn't take anything to eat a pumpkin pie. You toothless fucking wonder.
Well, he gets to the crust. He has to stop because he can't eat the crust.
Put that shit in a blender with some milk, motherfucker. Give me a pumpkin pie smoothie milkshake, bitch.
Nah, that dude was live for like 18 hours total on Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't got no one to fucking be with, and then I mean, I guess YouTube saved his life, guys. YouTube Christmas saved his fucking life.
That's just
pathetic. It's pathetic. And not one of their friends over there, because it's just gross. Like, holidays.
I told you these boys would not.
They have no like family, and it's like, it's almost like I can see why. You know what I mean? You can completely see why. They're all just like weird, and oh, it's okay. CP, it's just CP. It's Ed, you guys. It couldn't be. Well, obviously, when they knocked him the fucking door, they said, yeah, it's Ed and his bro. Like, open up, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't no motherfuckers coming to anybody else's door like this. You know what I mean? No one else has this fucking story.
Do you remember that blog that just came out recently from his ex? You know, some folks found that and they read it out. And, you know, I listened to the whole thing. I think the thing that was, you know, obviously it's a woman describing a deterioration of her relationship. But what stood out to me was that she said the AG got a hold of her and said, you shouldn't have any contact with Ed for the sake of your children. I'm like, what the fuck? That is so serious, bro. She said even went to the point of blocking his number or cutting off his number from her phone.
That's what I'm saying. This is like the gross, and this fucking idiot wants to sit up here and act like this again. Any of you guys out there, do any of you guys have a fucking podcast out there where your ex is saying any of this kind of shit? Like, how come this shit keeps on coming out about this guy, and the story is the same shit? Like, how many fucking times are we gonna hear Ed's fucking threatening this, and this is what he does? Like, before we even heard all this shit, this has been his fucking, this is the suit he wears, right? And then all of a sudden, this shit comes out, and it's like, well, fuck, it sounds just like the same suit he wore last week. This is fucking Ed, right? This is him. Scumbag piece of shit. And yet people don't, they just say, oh, whatever. That's this and that. That's some old stuff from, but again, do any of you guys have anything that your exes would ever write? Anything close to that? Anything?
Let me ask you something, Cap. Why do you think, like, because he was under investigation at the time of, or just before he came into this community. So if you're under investigation for CP, why would you come to a pred catching community, man? What do you think that's about?
Oh, honestly, yeah, it's a scumbag move, bro. Like, there's really no, I wouldn't think about that. That's honestly like, let me see, like, me going into like a Ku Klux Klan party. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not wanted here. You know what I mean? It would just be the stupidest thing ever. It's like you don't do it. It's water and oil. But yeah, he just thinks, oh well, I'll just put blackface on and go in. You know, it's just he's weird. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't understand his way of thinking. Again, he's a meth head. He's a loser ass deadbeat. So like he quit his job so he didn't have to pay child support, bro. Again, like what kind of integrity as a person do you have to say, I would rather quit my job instead of paying this $350 in child support? Like, what kind of loser do you have to be? Like, you're especially, and you have a special needs kid. And then ask for the fucking cut of the money from the kid too. Like, how much more scumbag do you need to be? Like, this shit it gets so deep of a scumbag, and this motherfucker, you find him in every crevice of scumbag, every fucking crevice of it.
Yeah, dude, he checks off the box.
Checking every box, bro. Like, kids, nothing. Like, as far as like father life, like I'm surprised he even claimed to have kids, bro. Like, I would keep that shit. That's embarrassing. That shit's embarrassing.
He's like, bro, he's like, kids, nope, meth, yep.
Yeah. Fucking, I would rather sit around on YouTube and talk shit and try to ruin someone else's life that's got his kids and talk shit about this kid and make accusations that Tommy's a meth head, this and that, and you're the meth head. Your house got raided for meth. Tommy's house never got raided for meth, ever. My house has never got raided for meth. My mom's house has never got raided for meth. This is, you know what I mean? Like, and then let's throw the CP in there. I've never had my house kicked in for CP. I've never had that. I've never been a suspect for CP. I've never had my ex tell me or go and do a fucking podcast and have all this nasty shit. I've never had my kids or someone tell me that I shouldn't be around my kids.
No. Yeah, dude. You know what I think, man? Now, this might sound conspiratorial. I don't fucking know. But I thought about the question I've asked you, you know, about why this is hanging over your head. Why would you enter a community like this? What I came up with was that, well, he's under investigation. I'm sure he figures he's got to go to court. It's almost like if you get into this community, you can tell the judge, hey, I'm in here doing good. You know?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So it'd be like, yeah, that was,
he had it.
yeah.
Right. And I thought about that angle too, bro. That he's here to say I'm helping. See, look at me, I'm doing help. But see, no, that's why he would say I was helping, and that's why I had it on. That's why I'm saying. That's why I had it, because I was helping. You know what I mean? And
So he might be able to tell the judge, like,
But they know, but every decoy knows once they get that shit, you're supposed to call the fucking cops, like, instantly, like, right
I think
away.
that's the angle, man. I think that's the angle. I don't know if he's smart enough to do that, but he's definitely manipulative enough.
And then you guys too, also remember, there's also something else another caveat that's into this fucking, like, this guy's got so many twists and turns. It's gotta be meth. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be Jared. No, it's gotta be meth. That's what it's gotta be. It's gotta be meth with this one. This guy's got, remember they were talking, is it a hard drive or is it a cloud? Or was it both?
I don't know, but here's what I do know, what I've since learned. I didn't know about any of the shit, but what I've since learned is that the way NECMEC works is like you have to have X amount of images. It ain't just like one.
Yeah. Although that,
you know?
I heard about that stamp shit. Yes.
You have to have a lot, and then you have to have even more for them to kick it off to some judge.
Yep.
It's a serious deal. It's not. They don't do this shit by accident.
And that's exactly it too. Like that. Like, it's the way that they track this shit down is very like pretty like simple, right? Like CP is fucking stamped, right? It's got like it's encoded or whatever, right? And if they keep finding the same codes on your shit, that's when they get alerts. They get hits. Bing, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I think once it is flagged as one, they'll, like, you know.
Exactly.
It's
So
like,
it's just weird.
Google, iPhone. I'm not too sure about Apple, but even if you have it stored like on your phone or in your computer, like your Google Drive, like, and you have one of those bad pictures, one of those stamped pictures, that's when they flag it over to next mess.
And that's because, yeah, like Apple and Android, they give them a list of, you know, like, hey, like, these, if you find these codes on fucking shit, on pictures, this is CP, this is on the list. So Ed must have been fucking ringing that shit up like Christmas. Ding, 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 pow, kicking your door. They ain't got nothing around here.
Yeah, 2.5.
Well, obviously, motherfucker, you got nothing around here. Because they kicked in the door around here. Motherfucker.
Hey Rich, look at these. Look what I just scored, brother. You can have the Google Drive in 10 minutes, bro.
Think about this one. Give me your phone. All right. Give me the other 5. Oh, okay. That's not a fucking normal situation either. So there's 5 phones, there's hard drives, there's
Even for selling drugs, you don't have 5 phones. You have like 3 max.
and there's hard drives, there's clouds. This is fucking ridiculous.
And dude, Cap, both him and his brother, this is the shit they bring to their mother's house, bro.
Oh, and then let's bring it. Let's go there. So
Ghetto Batman, yeah, that was fucking us. When he was playing Yahtzee, I went and joined the Yahtzee game, and I was like, Ed, can you please unban me from the chat? I got some breaking news. And I was gonna like go in there and say the Mandingo shit, and fucking, and then he's like, fuck you, Dan. He's like, I've been seeing you in other people's chats fucking saying that I'm a CP suspect, and, you know, you're trying to get people after me. I seen you in IP2's chat, and only use my Blades chat saying all that shit. He got so fucking triggered at me. I was like dying laughing.
You should. This is what I'm saying, like, bro, and I know you're listening, little Preddy. I know you're listening. Take the little meth pipe out, you know, put your ponytail out, or put your hair in a ponytail so you could hear this shit, so your ears got exposed on it, and clean those motherfuckers, and since you've been out. But, bro, this shit is going to keep happening until you show you are straight. Simple as that. I mean, if you can't take 2.5 and times it, I don't know what to tell you, bro, because there's no jokes about, you see the banner, you're a CP suspect, and if we're not, and if I'm wrong, then fucking tell me, bro. The fact that, like, we've been doing this for almost going on a year, and you still don't, like, no, I'm not, or I do see my kid, you fucker, my kid's right here. Nothing like that. He just sits there and just says, ah, well, fuck you, fuck off, bro.
Honestly, in here in Canada, like, let's say if they went to raid someone's house for CP and they found meth, they would have to leave the meth right there on the table. They're not there, the warrant's not there for the fucking meth. So, like, the cops would have to just not touch any of the drugs, just grab the devices and shit and leave.
Dude, Todd's down.
So, Texas is like anti-drugs, like, fucking...
Mr. Todd. Yeah, Mr. Todd.
What up, man? Get your ass up here, bro.
There's the link, bro. Come up. I want to, you know, celebrate you for helping out on this. It's really nice of you to do what you did, and I would like you to come up and let everybody know what you did as well, and just, you know, spread the love, bro. Just come up and chat with us real quick, bro.
You gave back to the community.
Yeah, that was
plus some, bro.
That was. Did someone zap him, or is he still here? Because I dropped the link, Todd. I would like you to come up.
Actually, this
is
supposed to be my week.
I gotta start working on my
new year.
Not feeling so good, so.
This is a new year.
Old slot.
New year, new Todd, my man.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So wait, Todd took a swing and a miss at LBNet last year, but I think we got Todd. Just pull up. I want to talk about that. We might be able to get you one this year, bro. 2024 might be your year, Todd.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's already started off donating. It's only the 4th day of the year. This motherfucker's already donated. Like, that's almost $1 a day. Like, I've seen the commercial where motherfuckers ask for 10 cents a day. The Todd's over here like, fuck, $1 a day or 10 cents a day? Hold my beer, bitch. So, what up, Koopa? So, shit, Todd, shout out to no thanks. Oh, all right.
Secret operation.
Y'all can do what you want to do with him since you don't want to come out, man. Todd, that's messed up, bro.
Play the other one a little bit later. Somebody else.
Nah, he'll go up on a CP suspect.
Yeah, that's you know what? This is 2024. You'll go hang out with your brother's CP suspect. Now you're just making me more angry, bro. So you're not gonna come up on my drop it one more time, and if you say, "Nah, I'm cool," then that's cool. You just don't. You're not wanted over here anymore. And I'm telling you that publicly because you want to hang out with the CP suspect. I know you're listening to CP suspect. Look what you're doing, Ed.
Like Ed's friends. Don't you think it's suspect?
Yeah, go hang out with your brother. Don't be kind of up here and kind of like hi. Like we're not. None of us are cool with the CP suspect. None of us, Todd. And you're kind of over here trying to smooth it over. No, this is over here. We're talking about a fucking CP suspect that wants to walk around here and think it's all hunky dory. No. So, okay, get his ass. Actually, someone block that motherfucker. Don't come back, bitch. Get your ass on your go-kart. I hope there's enough gas to get your ass home, bitch. And don't hit any trash cans on the way home, motherfucker. You leave them trash cans. I know trash day's tomorrow. Leave them motherfuckers unopened. Understand?
You know what? There's fucking
Dumpsters are private property, Todd.
There's some good coffee filters up there. I don't.
Dumpsters are private property, Todd.
Yeah, exactly. That ain't your fucking trash, bitch. You keep your dirty ass coffee filter. Go clean your walls or something, man. Fuck that shit.
You know, he fucking eyes the neighbors. The neighbors start moving out. He's like, yeah, keep an eye on them.
They put signs on there, Todd, don't touch. They don't even fucking, they don't put free on there. They're like, Todd, don't touch this shit. Yeah, motherfucker. You go back to go hang out with your little brother, Predward, and then pull up on his panel too next time.
Brother.
I don't understand why they don't like me because you fucking hang with the CP suspect, you dumb fuck. Do you not understand the words that are coming out of your mouth? CP suspect.
Todd's always bitching about being broke and he can't buy all this shit, but here he is fucking supplying his fucking cigarette habit, buying packs of smokes that are what, like $15 a pack now? I don't know about there, but like, get your priorities straight, man.
No, I know you're still in here, Todd. So you're still going, but this is what I wanted to ask you. Since you want to sit down in the chat, you can't be man enough. You're not even man enough to fucking come up and talk on the internet, but you can hang with a fucking CP suspect and call him your brother. You sick son of a bitch.
And he got kids.
What's that?
And he got kids, man. That's what I want.
Yeah, well, Loser has his kids too, but that's a whole nother issue, right? You have kids. He has custody of his kids. That's another fucking nasty fucking thing. You have custody of your kids, and you actually wanted your kid to talk to fucking Meow and fucking little nasty ass Predward. What the fuck?
That's fucking weird, bro. That is weird.
But let's go here, man. So you sent 3. And I'm not saying 100, not three G's, not 3 stacks, 3 motherfucking dollars. Todd, bro, you can't even fucking send enough for a $5 box from
You can't even take that out, I don't think. I think the fee on Cash App is more than
That's what I'm saying. Like, how stupid are you, bro? You need to stay the fuck off the internet. You're sending $3. Was it a joke? And then this motherfucker popped alive. Oh, I just want to make sure she got it. I just want to make sure she got it, you guys. If anybody sees her out, just make sure she got it. This dumb motherfucker has enough wherewithal to send the money, but then doesn't have enough to fucking contact us. Hey, did you get the $3 I sent you? You dumb fuck. But then he has enough to pop alive. Hey, I don't really have contact with her, but let her know I sent the $3. You dumb
Dude, that $3 isn't almost enough for a 12-piece chicken McNuggets, bro.
Jesus. No, it's not. You can't even get a 4-piece from Wendy's for that fucking much. I don't know if you guys got Wendy's over there. Oh,
yeah, Todd. There's no such thing as a 3 for $3, motherfucker.
Hey, Todd, like, well, I got you started. You thought I was going to have to get you the whole deal? I mean, fuck. It's a $5 box. I got you over half. I gave you 3. What's 3 plus 2? 5. So if you come with 2 and you get, I gotta get the tax too. This is bullshit. Shout out to Donnie though. What's that fucking show? A movie that I'm gonna watch that movie after this stream. Fucking Life of Freedom or Freedom of Life. What's that shit? It's on. What is it, Donnie? What's that shit? Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. It is on Amazon Prime right now. And I'm gonna
that
watch
guy that like produced that shit is like fucking has some sex crimes on his fucking record.
I don't know. I just heard the movie was supposed to be good and Sound of Freedom. There you go. I got you, G. But yeah, shout out to you for
I keep falling asleep. I start it and I fall asleep.
Yep. See, Janie, see everybody's talking about it right now. But yeah, fuck you, Todd. You and your brother. You're a piece of shit for first of all calling the CP suspect your brother. I don't know what the fuck, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta make better choices and pick better friends. I don't understand why you'd want a CP suspect as your fucking friend, or better yet, your brother, and support the guy and come up on the stream. You know what? Innocent until proven. Fuck no. CP? No. Fuck you. You're guilty until proven innocent with CP, bitch.
That's facts. That's facts.
There's no games with that. You guys want to say, the motherfuckers on that side, we'll let the system play out. No, fuck that. You like, an accident is when you like,
it's no fucking accident.
that's exactly it, because this is what I'm trying to explain here. Accident is when you fucking are running, when you wake up in the morning and you don't really are awake and you stub your toe on the door. That's a fucking accident. When you get your fucking door kicked in at 4 in the morning with cops and they find CP and meth, that's not a fucking accident. So you guys with this, let the system play out. Fuck that.
If it was anyone else,
didn't have that.
They would let it fucking play. Just imagine it was Tommy. Just imagine. They would be fucking all
That's what he
over
was
this
fucking
shit.
so hard because he knew that this shit was gonna come out, and you just fuck this guy. Innocent until proven guilty. No, obviously you got something fucking there. This doesn't happen to anybody. Again, go get a lottery ticket, you fucking loser. Because I don't know anybody that's got luck like you. I don't know anybody that's gonna. Who else has got CP charges?
He didn't even tell his closest friends, like
None of
the
them knew.
community that he came over with. Like not one of them.
Yeah.
They didn't find him on here. They didn't find him on here.
Yeah, like
It's 2024
you know.
out here. Oh, yeah. I told you.
Motherfucker, it's disgusting. These motherfuckers, it's disgusting.
Like meth, like and him smoking meth is on top of it too. Like that shit fucks with your fucking brain, dude. Like that shit makes you fucking just fucked in the head. So it's not even surprising.
They're never going to shut me up about this. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Never in my life am I going to have CP suspect shit next to my fucking name and then sit there and just act like it's no fucking big deal. Never, ever, ever in my life. I can bet my life on that shit. Never.
Maybe that's why he gets all fucking horned up and turned on and all jittery when fucking catchers go through fucking, you know, like shit happens to them and they fucking go through hardship. He's like pops alive and he's like, yeah, he's all chipper and shit, like talking about it. It's like he fucking.
Dude, the happiest I ever heard him was when he was in jail, bro.
I was gonna say that's he's a scumbag. Just and he's even like when he was out, he was bragging about it in the phone calls. To be honest, that's what everybody keeps saying, that he sound happier in here. Then fucking go back, you piece of shit. Don't do anything positive out on the outside anyway. Since he's been out, what the fuck has he done? Positive. Literally, I will wait. Tell me one thing this loser has done. Yeah. Okay, let's start the L session with this motherfucker. Got out of jail. The only thing this motherfucker's done is what? Got ghost pepper fries. L. Because those shits ain't even good, bro. This motherfucker probably didn't tell him to cook them extra or nothing like that.
Experience on a resume and got a landscaping job, dude.
Motherfucker, yeah. That's what I'm saying. This motherfucker got out of jail and got fired. He was a landscaper in the inside. He gets out, motherfucker is back to a fucking CP suspect and a YouTuber. That's not, it ain't paying for him, bro. Like, Predward. That's the thing too. Like, you know, take your kid to work day. This motherfucker, sit down, I'm gonna log in. Let me log in. I'm gonna pop a live real quick and I'm gonna show you what Dad does for work. Like, this isn't work, Dad. Get out of here. Get out of here. You know that would never happen.
Rent. He's probably on welfare. He gets about like $650 a month.
No, unemployment. No. You have to have a job. This motherfucker ain't worked in who knows how fucking long. You have to pay into unemployment in the States. You have to pay into unemployment to get it.
Oh, you guys don't have like welfare type shit? Like, you can literally be like a bum on the side of the road and go and get like basically. It's like
he's on that.
Welfare,
He's on welfare. Oh, he's definitely on welfare. That's another L that he does not like to hear that. Yes, Predward. He tries to call it. He says it's government assistance, bitch. It's called welfare, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fucking welfare.
That orange card that you says that says fucking EBT, bitch. You're slashing that shit at the 99-cent store, getting your fucking smoothie drinks because we know you ain't getting no apples and oranges, bitch. We know.
Disability, and then there's welfare, and then there's unemployment. Like we have, it's called
this shit's straight welfare.
Employment insurance too.
He's getting
every 2 weeks. You pay like.
He's getting formula, government cheese. You know he knows what government cheese is. He knows what all that shit is. He's on that shit. You know it is, Preddy.
Is the card actually like a debit card type shit with like government funds on it and only from, like stores?
Preddy can tell you all about it. No, I mean I can tell you about it too, but it's just like a card that like every month he'll get, every month you get a certain amount that's only good for food. But nowadays, which I'm pretty sure he's privy to, a lot of people are finding ways to use it other ways, like because it used to be just like cold food or whatever, but now like you can buy, like you can actually take it to like KFCs and use it in Jack in the Boxes. And then you got, I'm sure 2.5, he's a little tweaker meth head, so I'm almost positive this motherfucker, because this is what they do out here. Say like they got $400 worth of it. You give them $200. You give them $200 cash, and they'll give you the $400 in food. Which that's the deal. And I already know this motherfucker's 2.5 and like, hey, well, I only need $50. I could live off ramen. I don't need nothing to chew on. Shit, just give me. Ramen's only $6 a case. Fuck, you know what I mean?
Here they just give straight. They cut you a check like every fucking month. So like it's called welfare day. Yeah, every last Wednesday, dude. And if you go down like Skid Row, dude, it's like a fucking jungle down there because it's just like every fucking junkie got paid, and it's just like fucking for a week straight. It's just like fucking every fucking junkie's just high as fuck, and then for 3 weeks they're all just like stealing shit.
Fucking AP pays Ed $350. Oh, wait a minute, that was a lie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say too. And then speaking of 3, this motherfucker Todd, he on that shit too. So you notice that, and he always talk about I'm gonna get my check. When a motherfucker says that, when a motherfucker says I'm gonna get my check or I'm waiting on my check, you know this motherfucker is unemployed. That's the first thing that's the unemployed person's first thing. And you know they're on the days. I'm waiting on my check. When I get my check, I'm out, and he says I get paid on the 3rd. So this Todd was doing a livy because he sent 3 and he got paid on the 3rd. So Todd lit it like that. He was like, as soon as he got paid, he's like, I'm running the money. Shit, I got it, and I'm gonna send it. You know. I just want to make sure Gabby knows I sent it, you know? I sent her something, I just want to make sure she got it. And, you know, he kept saying something. He's a player, like, like he was trying to, like,
Gabby comes up, I just want to let Todd know that I got the $3 donation. And
I just want everybody to know. I just want to make sure she knew she got it, you know? You know, Todd came through, but I just want to make sure she got it, you know? Like this morning that, you know, it's gas or send the $3. So I sent the $3, you know. And I appreciate y'all for being here. I just want to know if Gabby got it or not, you know. My internet's about to cut out right now. I don't know why, brother. They don't want me over there. So, Ed, fuck Cap, Ed. He's a bitch, right? Right, brother?
You want to go over there and say they were mean to me?
I don't know why.
I tried to be cool. It was real nice, but they kept calling you a deadbeat. Ed's like, yeah, I know. But they kept calling you a loser and shit. I know. But are you a loser, Ed? And they kept calling you a CP suspect, Ed. I know, Todd. That is not cool, brother. I'm not cool with them calling you that, brother.
Ah, shit, this fucking...
Are you one? Are you a CP suspect?
CP, I thought it was Chris Paul, the point guard for the Phoenix Suns, but
Yeah.
it must be something else. I thought
Donna?
CP.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what CP is, Ed? He's like,
Yeah, I think maybe he's talking about Todd thought it was like
I think double cheese pizza.
C3
We'll use the Donna
people,
clips in a
some
little
shit
bit.
like that. See? Get it? Because of $3 and the C. Okay.
I wish that motherfucker would come up right now, because
Yeah, man. What's going on in chat, bro? How many people are watching you right now?
we got 140.
Okay, somebody get their ass up here, bro. God damn. Fuck y'all doing?
And we're just recapping right now. I mean, I'm gonna watch that Sound of Freedom tonight. Fucking, that's teed up already. I got that shit on fucking Q. Do a little dragging here, and this, we gonna keep dragging you, little Preddy, until you just want to show, bro. This could just be a done deal, bro. Like, it would be so easy.
Hey, let's
Stop that shit. And I feel bad for doing this, but this guy wants to just ignore it, so then I don't,
Fuck feeling bad, bro. That shit's for 2020.
I don't, because that's what I'm saying. This shit, it's common sense, bro. I work with a lot of adults, right? Like, they're older guys. I run job site or whatever, so there's a lot of people that I interact with on a daily basis. There's a lot of disagreements, there's a lot of agreements, there's a lot of laughs, there's a lot of shit, right? But it's almost like nature when something happens and it's not them. You know how fast the person is to be like, hey, no, it's not me. This is why it's not me. Or that's always like our big thing on the construction site is always have proof to cover your ass, right? This motherfucker is walking out with fucking, what do they call it, chaps? Well, his ass is just out. He ain't got nothing to cover his ass, bro. This boy is walking out with straight chaps. And it's like, cover your ass, bro. We're on this shit. Where is this proof to cover your ass? You're a CP suspect. Why the fuck are you here and think that it's just okay? And oh, it's whatever. No. And just that little silencing bullshit. That's what I'm saying. He goes over there and just does his little fucking silencing bullshit and then just try to keep it away. I wish I could talk over there, because I'd ask him over there. He's too much of a bitch to come over here and say anything. So I would really wish, because no one asked him. No, he hasn't.
They instantly mute it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When's the last time he's impressed about it? Let's get some fucking answers. It's not gonna go away. He keeps on, hitting his 2.5 and going live at fucking bro. Does he not understand? He keeps thinking, if he goes live at 3 in the morning, when we're all sleeping, that we are on to your fucking game. We'll drag you. We're still dragging at the same time. You can go live during the day, fucking in the morning when no one's up. We're still gonna drag you, bitch. You need to show what the fuck you need to show. Prove that you are not a suspect. Prove that this shit is wrong. And please, this is what I'm saying. All this that's happening is pretty damning. If this is not true, the people that put this
in chats or on panels, it's YouTube, it's content. That's why we're here.
Shout out to the stack for this one. Is this the one? Yeah, where is it at? Where is it where Alex tells Christy to fucking give him her email because you don't want her on the locals because she was giving out the link? Where is it at? Is it in this one?
Donna panel. NTF.
Hey, Stack?
Which one?
You remember when, I guess,
I
Alex
know which one you're talking about.
And Alex is like, yeah, what's your email, because we want you out of our locals, and she still won't go away. She's gross. She's I still support him in my
it's after the blast.
That channel panel bar live. It's got good bids too.
So go up a bit.
It's after?
I think so.
This one by Total Science.
Or no, It would be before that.
Sorry, just yelled into the mic. Red line.
It was pretty funny.
I don't know, maybe it was. It had to have been like 5, 6
This is someone saying it. Chat lives matter. What's going on? Wait a second. Panel of our lives. Oh, okay. Panels of our lives. There we go. Let me go there.
Like, JT's
It
weird
is
as
CP
fuck, dude.
suspect. Yep.
Like,
Dead
that
be
guy
falling
probably
rear
wears
rapist.
Depends to bed, man.
He's a fucking nut. And they're, oh, he's normal. He's
You know
a
what?
normal
Soon
guy.
as I
No,
get done
he's
with this, I'll visit
fucking
one
not.
of our
There's
live.
nothing normal
I'll
about
grab a
that
clip or
fucking
two.
guy.
Then I'll do a Donna stream. I'll let this roll for a couple minutes. I go get a beer.
There's a lot of good shit on this one. Where is it at? Why can't I find this shit?
Look how ugly Mark is, dude. Fuck. Yeah, it's down before the Rob Lowe shit.
Why the fuck?
So I think it's gotta be, go down a bit more.
This is bullshit. Oh, there it is.
You have your local username to kick you out of there.
I get it.
Did you guys hear that?
A mistake.
Sounds like Sophia Rivera.
Oh, are you in here? Okay, Christian, I need your username so I can get you out.
I sent it to you.
No, Christy, I'm gonna need like whatever I put in wasn't working. You take picture of it, or actually just give me the email you use because we're gonna get you out of the stream for linking it to somebody you weren't supposed to be.
My email?
Look at the dumb bitch. God, she's like, she got all quiet. She's like, my email. And she said, I don't that's the thing.
Free fucking
Like, Alex don't even want her fucking support. She's like, I don't care if you don't like me. I'm still gonna support him. It's like, bitch, he doesn't fucking want your support. He just came on fucking a live stream and said, give me your email. You're fucking stealing money from me pretty much. I don't want your support. Like, you're not really supporting him. You're fucking stealing by sharing the fucking stream, dumbass.
And you know for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna need these. You can link it to me in the DMs or your email. I'm just gonna need that so we can get you out of local because, again, we've obviously been over this multiple times, and you're still doing it. You lied about doing it, so we're gonna need to have to remove you.
No,
You can go back and...
And then he nipped in the butt right here. No. Because what, you just fucking sit there and lie. So what, Alex is just making this up, Krusty, or what? It doesn't make any sense. Put you in your place right here.
I need your email to get you out of there.
I'm gonna do it.
No, you have it. I just sent it to you, but you can go to our chats, and I haven't done it never in my life before.
Okay, well, either comment on the post so we can remove you or send me your email or something because, we're not putting up with your shit.
We're not putting up with your shit.
Oh, Krusty. You know for sure her fucking stomach her heart sank to her stomach when she heard that.
Oh, there she must be back from vacation. Gabby girl with all that money. Let me get free
Gabby fucking went out partying.
Let me get some trees.
$3. Did you spend it all in one night, Gabby?
Todd was here earlier, but we got him up out of here. He wanted to make sure he popped alive and made sure you got it, and then he also wanted to make sure. He wanted to ask what you spent it on. Actually, he said, "Can I get an idea what she spent it on?"
No, he wanted you to send it back.
Yeah, he's like,
He did it.
I didn't mean to send the whole 3. It was more like 150, but do you think you could send it back?
$3 short for a pack of smokes.
I appreciate y'all for being here. So what the fuck else? What else we got going here? We've got JT's been taking it. He took a lifetime L in 2023. Ed has been taking L's since the PCD video dropped, and the video call or the jailhouse calls dropped. He's been taking
the only smart one out of that group.
I don't know, bro. He took an L. He took an L this year too. I mean, he actually moved up to be with the. I'm putting my hands up and doing the hand quotations. A transformed.
I think he regrets it. That's why he's not like so active on panels anymore.
Well, it's fucked up. Yeah, he's pissed off. Like she like talks shit to him on it, and it's fucked up because he's like, "Well, I left Arizona. She was a man, or she was a girl. I got to Colorado. She was a man. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's just a fucking." Yeah, you know, and I sold all my shit. I don't get it.
5 shades darker. She's fucking white and pasty.
And then he was like, "She hits harder than me. I don't get it. This is bullshit. She beat my ass last night. Like, how do I get beat up by Tommy and my girl? Or Scabby? Sorry, I didn't mean it. He took 2 L's in one night. So, and then we got Todd over here. He got brothers that are CP suspects now. That he's openly. This is my brother. That's my brother.
Has anyone ever seen the go-kart?
No, that's the thing. A couple months ago, talking about he needs a sponsor so he can get. That motherfucker is just so full of shit.
Dude. Fuck.
So full of shit. So full of shit.
Is TBS here?
I doubt it. Why? What you got?
I got a couple things. I'm going to show first this one from James. Did you guys watch Ryan's panel the other night when TBS was there? Or other morning? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I watched it.
You did?
Ooh, Tommy boy.
All right, yeah. I've got you. Hopefully TBS can find his way to this video.
James's voice is fucking hilarious.
He watches everything, so I'm sure he'll see it sooner or later.
All right, here we go.
Boy, looks like we got L's all around. Yeah, brownie. Let me go ahead and walk you through how I used my amazing detective skills to track down this mystery clip that everyone was trying to find regarding what JT said on the phone about Nunya. It started last night, somewhere like 9:30-ish, I think. After about what I think was about maybe an hour and a half, because I don't know how long I spent for my, dinner break, I wound up piecing it together that it was the wrong video because that particular live stream ended without finishing what was being talked about in the particular phone call that was being restreamed. So I just sort of casually started clicking around to what my first guess would have been, which my first guess at the time was the live stream the following day. And then within about 5 minutes of that, I just kind of stumbled across the clip accidentally. So those of you who watched the New Year's live where she dragged me for fucking up the award ceremony, probably didn't take long to figure out that this is not the sort of thing I normally do. I'll go ahead and plug my channel for a minute, Ghetto Not Sure 009. Lots of cool videos on there, and very little of it has anything to do with live panels from this community. So if I was able to find it in about 2 hours, most of which I spent looking at the wrong video, I really don't see how it was, that hard for somebody who spent weeks doing nothing but find clips of shit Nunya said to do the same thing. Dumbass! I could really only speculate about all the struggles you went through to find this clip. Dumbass! Whatever it is you tried to do failed. Dumbass! Okay, joking aside, there's really no way you would have needed anybody to do this for you, Tommy boy. But you know what? I feel like I could learn a lot from watching the way you edit stuff about Nunya. Let's go and try this out real quick. Alright, everybody, I'm going to expose Tommy boy with a recording of when he called me the other night.
It's time to switch things up a bit. Got a little spacey.
Hello?
Stop sending me pictures of gay black dudes kissing!
Dude, I'm not the one who sends you those.
Stop it! It's turning me on!
Okay, good for you, but I don't even have pictures of that. Oh, actually, though, could you do me a favor? Because I keep hearing so much about how you were a bitch about being doxxed and complained about your mom living in the same state as JT or something. So I want to drag you with it, but I need you to find the clip. Suck my balls, Tommy boy.
That was great. That was really good. Yeah, thanks, James. Really cool. That was good, James. And then, here we go. We got some proof for Tommy Boy. This is about like 20-something minutes long, though. Okay, Cap?
Perfect. I'm gonna grab a drink.
All right. There you go.
TV is so fucking.
Why you so obsessed with me? Sleeping on the low. It's plain that you're upset with me. Please don't let it show.
Victim shaming, also known as victim blaming, is a harmful behavior in which the victim of a crime, abuse, or wrongful act is held partially or entirely responsible for the harm they have suffered. It involves criticizing or condemning the victim's actions, choices, or behavior, often implying that they could have avoided the harm by making different decisions. Victim shaming can manifest in various forms, including societal attitudes, comments from friends and family, or even by institutions. This behavior can be particularly damaging because it shifts the blame away from the actual perpetrator and may discourage victims from seeking help or reporting incidents due to fear of judgment or stigma. Victim shaming is widely recognized as detrimental to the well-being of survivors and is considered a form of emotional and psychological abuse.
Yeah, switch
You can just see her drop the link.
Okay, I'm starting actually to remember a little more now. My understanding from what I remember is I think there was some kind of conversation about JD Kovacs saying, I think here's like what I think actually like
Hey, look
happened
at the
from my
chat. The Den Diddler.
was like JT Kovacs said something to the effect of like how much would it cost for someone on panel to like, which again I find all the stuff like that's why I mean I consistently like call all the stuff kind of creepy because I do think it is like but I guess like with JT actually I remember JT Kovacs from my recollection said something like how much money would it cost to get someone to something to do with having sex with men yet.
Yeah, exactly. So there was no, you can see, but here's the thing, okay? So you're jumping ahead. So if you go to that, what I'm trying to show you here is that if you go to that link that I just sent you and you go to the 45-minute mark, that's where she makes the claim. Like, no, he was wrong. The reason I did it was because of this, right? And if you want proof of that, here's the link to that video. To the stream where I show it several times. So that's those streams that she was just talking about in the
Will's compliment. Sorry.
Thank you, FM.
And what's the Will County way?
Well, since I was supposed to go, he wanted to show Tommy off about getting arrested and how it was done properly in Florida.
And you're trying to say that there was no plan at all to get any exposure or to put these back in
camera crew, Telly.
Oh, yeah.
One of your mods timed me out, so I had to jump up here.
No, I timed you out. It wasn't my mods. It was me.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Well, it's really funny. It's funny that Moan's like, oh, we're just trying to have a nice panel. Moan blasts me for having edited my chat, but doesn't say a word to Ray about meeting with him for fucking 3 hours. I'm gonna give you guys a little glimpse here. You want to know what Ray's gotcha I didn't know about that information was? Wait for it. What he found out was that the case is not closed on Ed. That is the big thing that he didn't know that's gonna come out later. That is it, folks. And the irony is, Ray, didn't you call Ed an hour after that information you found out? So Ray, your big information was the fact that you were under the impression that the case was closed.
Nunya told you the case isn't closed. You put that out in public and like, well, I didn't know that. That's why I shouldn't have met with Ed. However, you called up Ed an hour later, Ray. You are fake as fuck, motherfucker. Fake as fuck.
There it is. Mate, and there's other people that know far more that have fucking kept track of you than I fucking have. Maybe I'm the one that's got the biggest mouth. There should be a fucking line of people up here to call your fucking bullshit out. So I've called out your fucking victimhood. So I'll jump down now, and maybe someone else will come up and fucking put you in their place. Sorry to fucking wreck the time, PHI, but yeah, fuck you, Ray.
Case not be closed. The suspect is now.
I'll see you guys in 8 months, I guess.
Nah, fuck that noise, man.
I really don't care. Fuck it. All right. I'm on my way out the door for the day. I'm glad that it ended on a high note, y'all. Be blessed.
Say a prayer for us at church, Ray.
Will do. Yeah, me too.
Oh.
What the fuck was that?
Threaten Ryan with MS-13. What the fuck is MS-13? All I asked him was if he knew somebody. He says pull up all the time. I just said, do you know this person?
Nothing changed.
Oh, Riley? Do you know him, Ryan? Do you know
O'Reilly?
You
Bill
know
O'Reilly?
Fucking pull up? Will you tell Nunya, your little friend, she fucking goes into anything of mine, I will have Nico fucking pull up on you.
And I can.
What? Who's Nico? No, JFK. Wait. No, hold on. That is way too aggressive for both sides. I know it's upsetting to lose an argument, but like, calm down.
It's putting out about me. Well, and exactly, you did that, and you did that.
Yeah.
Really?
And I don't give a shit. Bro, if someone pulls up on me, I'm gonna be drinking my coffee and having churros in the coffee shop next to my building, and I'll be just fine.
Okay.
I'll be chilling.
You walk in. Don't you cover in the corner.
I don't think I will. I'll be chilling.
Oh, you will. You most certainly will.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm so fucking sick of your little fucking games and your friends' little games and all.
Yeah, because I'm just saying the real reason. I'm just making the point that the real reason you cut off that resource was because you were mad. You're mad at someone on the internet. That was the real reason. That's all I was getting you to admit.
That's
Ryan. Like, did you not hear? Hold on.
This is a good one right here. As ex-wife delivers a heartbreaking story.
All right. So here she writes, it didn't start the way it ended. In the beginning, it was good relationship.
James, can you do it in a girl voice, though?
I have to put my soundboard in real quick to do that, but...
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I could do it that way if you want me to.
No, I was just fucking with you, James.
Okay.
Read it.
All right.
And this is sad. Warning, guys. It is really sad to hear.
Alright. It didn't start the way it ended. In the beginning, it was a good relationship, but slowly things went south over the course of years. In 2014 is when it began to fall apart. Our workplace shut down for a remodel, so we were relocated to another store an hour and a half away. We worked the same shift, so it was easier on both of us. This is when it became apparent that it wasn't as important as I thought. While he ate out at restaurants with his crew, I wasn't eating, or if I did, it was the cheapest I could get. I would dig for change in the car sometimes just to get something to make it through the day. He never offered or asked if I needed money for lunch. He didn't offer to take me to a restaurant or even try to have lunch with me, even though we had the same shift. It didn't stop there, though. At home, it was always what he wanted to do, what he wanted to watch or listen to. Only times I got any chance of watching what I liked was when he wasn't there. It was on phone or laptop. My friends wouldn't come over for a party. He would give a certain look if my quirky personality came out. He didn't like my weird personality, especially around others. I would apologize for me being me. I would shut down and be quiet the rest of the party. Thank you. Becoming the right there's good. Thank you. Becoming the wallflower. I couldn't talk to any of our male friends or acquaintances because he would get jealous. It didn't matter if I spoke with them for a few seconds or minutes, or if we both had known them for a long time. He didn't like them talking to me at all. It was around the time my father and grandfather passed that I reconnected with my childhood friends. He had even gotten extremely jealous over him, even though he lived 3 hours away. Even going so far as to refuse to come to my grandfather's funeral and carry the wow, really? Even going so far as to refuse to come to my grandfather's funeral and carry the casket. I had to get another friend of ours to stand in his place. The jealousy got so bad, he demanded I stop talking to him. He went so far as to punish me, which I found out much later was considered marital rape. November of that same year, he died in a motorcycle accident, and the only thing he said was he was glad he was gone. He started staying at his mother's, but at the time his father was dying of cancer. So at the time I didn't think much of it. You know, family matters. He would come by and visit every so often to see my eldest daughter and our daughter. Around that time, we found out we were pregnant with our second daughter. His father passed at the end of November. All the while, he was at his mother's. He had been going to the bar to hang out with a quote-unquote friend. I'm sure if anything happened between them, I'm sure. But he sure was defensive. Okay, I guess she meant she's not sure if anything happened between them. Okay, let's see. But he sure was defensive over it and had kept it a secret for at least a month. He remained at his mother's and came by here and there, or when I had to go to the doctor. It wasn't long before we found out our little girl was diagnosed with Down syndrome. That I was carrying was diagnosed with Down. As the pregnancy progressed, he slowly started to disappear from the scene. When it was time for her to come, he was there, but disappeared shortly after she was born. It was then when I was alone in the hospital room, the pediatrician came and told me she needed to go to the Women's Hospital of Texas. By then my mother and daughter had shown up to see her before they took her by helicopter to Houston. And my mother and daughter had shown up to see her before they took her by helicopter to Houston. Once I was alone again, I cried and cried because I couldn't go with her. I was stuck in the hospital. I felt like a terrible mother for having her a little early. I felt so alone in that big room with no one there with me. He didn't even call to check on me. The next day, I was released late in the afternoon with him picking me up and bringing me home before he went back to his mother's. I finally got to my little girl the next day when he came and got me. We took an hour-and-a-half trip to the hospital, neither of us saying much, thank you. We only stayed for 30 minutes or so before he decided it was time to leave. Sadly, I can only count on one hand the times he took me to Houston to see her. I had to rely on family, friends, and travel services through Medicaid to go see her. I was broken, I was depressed. I felt like I had no one to turn to, or so that's how I felt at the time.
We're not the ones that
By
are
the
like
time
dead,
she was
big
released from the
scum and
hospital,
decker.
it had been 2 months. He came with me because we had to room in to make sure we could handle having her home with a heart monitor. That night, I was only up with her. By the morning, I was a frazzled mess. After getting her home, he only stayed here to help twice before he disappeared again. When it came to her appointments to specialists, he showed up a couple of times. The rest of it was with me, with two other children at home. Luckily, my mother and grandmother was helping me with them. All the work that had to be done at home was on me and only me. My mother being disabled and my grandmother being up in her years really put a damper on having help. Finally, in 2017, after my cat passed away, because of his stand-up window unit and the cold reply I got from over it, something in me snapped and I was just done. He wasn't here, and when he was, he really wasn't a help more than a hindrance. By August 2018, we were separated and I went back to work even though... Can you scroll down, please?
No, hold on a second, sorry.
Okay. All right. And do something real quick, too.
Is this where you were? Yeah, that's where you're at.
Like, I have no words.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. It's sad. This woman was pregnant. He was over here having lunch with his fucking coworkers while his it's kind of, it reflects what he does now, kind of, if you think about it in a sense. He fucking lets all these old women white knight for him and answer for him, but he has nothing to do or say about all this shit that his ex has gone through. This was for little one was receiving SSI for her downs, and this was when he began asking for money, even though he made double what I made. Soon the Attorney General got involved, and with many conferences that he didn't show up to, piece of shit, he decided it was a good idea to help by telling me to ask a male friend of ours if he wanted to rent our trailer since he wasn't there. And I was staying at my grandmother's to help her. I asked him twice if he was sure about letting him move in there. He said yes, he was fine with it. About a month later, I get a call from him saying that I was sleeping with him. I was beyond furious. I was beyond insulted. I felt so much disrespect from him when it was his idea in the first place. He calls back a few days later, says he wants to work things out with me. The entire time I have been going back and forth with dates, even with him being served. I told him, okay, go ahead and fix us. I have tried and bent over backwards for you, even going as far as remodeling our house alone, and it wasn't good enough for you. I gave him 3 months to do his thing, to do something. Oh God, is JD in here screenshotting shit?
I was just thinking that, dude.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, fucking A. You fucked that up, Wolf. Where was I? It wasn't good enough for you. I gave him 3 months to do something, anything. He didn't call unless he wanted money. He didn't come by for a visit. He showed up to my eldest daughter's birthday, but didn't even bother to show up to either of his biological daughter's birthdays. This he was using to show that he came to see his kids, even though he hardly did. He was delusional, telling everyone that asked that everything was fine. This wasn't the truth, and once the truth came out, he was trying anything and everything to fake through it. Then I found out about his gambling habits. Oh, so he's got gambling habits too? Wow.
He seems like one that would be a fucking tweaker in the game room.
Yeah, for sure. Sitting there hitting the button and shit over and over, breaking it. Yeah. It got even worse from there after it came to light in the local newspaper that his brother was arrested for child exploitation, possession of a controlled substance, manufacturing, and intent to sell. He was charged with possession of a controlled substance, none of which I knew about. So she didn't know about the CP charge then, right? The suspect charge, CP suspect? Because that's what it said. I didn't see it just for drugs on him. None of which I knew about, even though I had confronted him on the matter many times in the past. My fears have been confirmed that he had slipped back into his old habits. I was shocked to say the least, but what came next surprised me even more. The Attorney General contacted me and told me to stay away from him for obvious reasons. They even went as far as to block my phone so he couldn't call me. They did this for the safety of the girls, which I'm thankful for. Holy shit. Now my journey has begun to heal in the wounds he created with the help of the little... Yes, ma'am.
She would have had to know about the CP suspect if they were saying, like, he is not allowed to have any kind of, access to your kids. And, I mean, forcing the fact that he's not allowed. So she would have had to have known. Maybe she didn't know the depths of it, but she would have had to have known that there was a reason to keep him
children away.
I mean...
really strong presence in the room with me. And then the next thing I felt a really heavy weight pressing down on my chest that was kind of making it difficult to breathe. And I was pinned to the bed. Now, I've had people tell me, oh, you were in that stage of falling asleep where you're kind of paralyzed. But I instantly dismissed that because I was wide awake, and then I felt a heavy, warm breathing on my ear, like somebody was literally a few centimeters from my ear, and I felt warm breath on my face. And I literally could have screamed the house down. That was on 2 separate occasions that happened. And I didn't sleep for a few days after that. So, but I'm what you might call an empath. So I'm very sensitive to things like that. So after those 2 experiences, I just completely tried to shut myself off from anything like that since. And thankfully, touch wood, not had any experiences since. But those were my 2 worst experiences ever, and that's why I will never go to any of these like most haunted or do any asylums, graveyards, anything like that. I will never do any of those things.
Oh, we need to get you to come. We're gonna get him. We're gonna kidnap him and take him on a ghost hunt. He's gonna be like, no.
Oh hell no! Hell no! I'll watch from the car.
The cops are gonna be like, okay.
I think we were in 10th grade, I want to say, and it was spring break. It was like April break. We were all staying at my girlfriend Jill's house. Her parents always had a household between her older sister and Jill, and having us over all the time. And we always had the downstairs finished basement, like all the kids would hang down there. So we're playing Ouija. We've got the lights all out. We've got the candles all lit, and my best friend Sarah was right next to me, and then it was my girlfriend Nikki.
It's like Dusty had enough of Nicole. I don't blame her, man.
And then a couple of Jill's sisters'
fucking
friends.
abusive, man.
And we
That's
were
why
talking
people
to
like
the
me
spirit,
and
and all
Donna,
of a
we stand to
sudden,
her, and she absolutely
it
hates
felt like someone it felt like someone just pushed down on my shoulders, like just all the weight of the world was on my shoulders. And it was just like this very overwhelming, not hard to breathe, but hard to breathe kind of feeling. You know what I mean? And I said something, and Sarah said, I'm having the same feeling. And at the same time, her father has already gone outside. Her mother is out by the front door with the light switch to downstairs. And as soon as she hit the light switch, he banged on all the windows, and we all jumped out of our skin and screamed and ran upstairs.
You're the one that folded and bucked.
Every one of us, like, screamed, the board went flying.
Like last night, did you jump in the panel?
Crawling
Fuck
over
no.
each other to get up the stairs.
Too cheeky shit to stay back in the
So
chat.
once we realized it was Jill's dad and not this crazy, strong feeling, whatever, we went back down.
No cord, don't fold. Yeah, you
and
fold
the
faster
board,
than
we knew the board had flipped.
player.
Nobody else had been down there, and the board was sitting back upright, with the candle sitting in the middle of it, with the little reader upside down.
Yeah, what do you think it is, B, right here?
Crap. Whoa.
Yeah, and that was like.
Wow, where'd Belmont go? All his
They
guys
put the crank on me too, which wasn't very supernatural, but we were all eating at the back patio. It was just us kids. And I got up to go to the bathroom. When I came back, they had put the board where my plate was, and they were all gone. And nobody would answer me. they went and hid from me. I was like, you bastards, I'll
His
get
older
you.
ones up there, but his newer ones just
Oh yeah,
disappear with
kids can be mean, especially doing things like that.
From a masturbation session, but
See, I wouldn't open myself up now, Andrea. As a kid, you're so much more fearless. And then even as a teenager, you start to develop those healthy fears and things, but you're still kind of fearless. And I was always so interested in that sort of thing that, you know.
Green Mayo, come back up, buddy. I didn't know that was you. I was making sure I wasn't getting bombed or something, because you know these people just are crazy around here. Sorry, come back up. Go ahead, Junie. Sorry, didn't interrupt you.
Oh no, that's good.
That's why it's no fun.
And
Dude, that's why I said it's no fun to go in skies no more.
Andrea.
Number one, he fucking took away.
Green Mayo was trying to come up here. I didn't know if that was a real him, and I asked, but he didn't say nothing, so he left.
Oh, I don't know who Green Mayo is.
I mean, Green Mayo's too busy on fucking
other than from
music and
chat.
sucking up to Nicola.
I mean, I don't think he'd come up here and do anything stupid. He's always on our side. So. I mean, that's all. You know what I mean. Huh?
What about you with experiences?
I mean, that's the problem with
Oh,
Scotty.
well, I kind of talked about him last night, but since I'm an idiot.
Spineless little
Oh, I'm not supposed to do that
bitch.
since I'm a.
That spurs like a weed eater or a bad feel line.
No, that's not any nicer to yourself. Since you forgot, like you're a human. You're not an idiot. You're not an ass.
I did. The area I live in, like,
nice to herself. People tell her to be nicer to herself.
Yeah, this is a safe space, NTF.
I do my own shit. I'm scared of my own shit. Don't be scared of your own shit. You've got the right mom. I'm sure this is all being recorded and it'll be played back anyway. You should put a thing on. You should put a thing at the bottom of your screen, a ticker that says rebroadcast by permission of channel owner only.
I mean, mind you, you can still get around that though, can't you?
Oh yeah, you can, but still.
Yeah.
It's fine. They have no boundaries. They'll do whatever, whether it's legal or not. Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
As we see.
So, have you had any like really bad experiences, NTF? Like what?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was really bad, but I felt like energies. Like in Aurora, Colorado, there's a place where a mass shooting happened. I don't know if you heard about it. You're overseas or whatever, but it's and it feels so like it feels bad in there. Like I don't know how to describe it. It feels like it's still open and it's still a movie theater and it still stands and they're using it as a movie theater. So I think they should have shut that bitch down because it feels so bad in there. It feels like you shouldn't be there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
People died. Yeah, because it feels like they should have like bulldozed that motherfucker. I wouldn't call it paranormal experience, but I could feel the energy. You know what I mean? It feels bad.
Yeah, you're being bit by a little bull.
Yeah, I would imagine there'll be quite a lot
3
of
foot 10 little
negative
midget
energies in that place, especially with the manner in which a lot of people died. I can imagine that leaves a lasting impression.
Yeah. And I had another paranormal experience when I was living in Colorado Springs, and freaking that was crazy. I think it was my dad's, my stepdad's spirit though, because I feel like he would always like. I was in an abusive relationship, and my, you know, he would. I feel like he would like.
Who was a drug addict.
Make sounds and stuff to do it, like to because my baby's dad, he's crazy motherfucker, so he'd get all scared and he'd leave, you know, and he would stop messing around with me and trying to beat on me and stuff.
Make sure she gets
stuff was
therapy and goes
to
to
happen, like, you know, like stuff would like drop off
Her life
the
is a
top shelf, like
train wreck,
we
and
were in
I'm
the
tired of
room,
her
or
trying to make
my
herself
backpack
relevant
flew
by
across the
attacking
room
me.
one day, and freaking it was wild. Like I
I
didn't
don't
even
want to
know.
do anything with her.
I didn't even know what to think. You know what I mean? It was like my first real serious
a lot of people in
experience.
Poacher are getting really tired
It
of
was
Donna.
bad. Like not bad, but it was like crazy because like he was like making it known that he was there.
You know,
I think he follows me around. Just like Jennifer talks about her grandparents. My dad. I think
I just wonder what the hell brought her to the Predator Poacher.
Oh, he's just letting you know that he's still there, just to mess with you.
Yeah.
What an ass.
She's like she's really trying hard to make a name for herself.
I feel like he's protective. Like he was hella protective of me when he was alive. So like you know, ever since he's been gone, I mean, I feel even more safe.
90% of people in Predator Poacher know he's an EP suspect and American rapist.
Having a moment. I had this little moment after I got all unpacked when I moved into this apartment, and I have a lot of things that were my grandparents. You know, that I got when they passed away. And they're everywhere. They're all over my apartment. So it could be psychosomatic because I just feel that way because they're everywhere. Like I'm looking to the right, I'm looking there, I'm looking straight ahead. I've got pictures everywhere. And things that came from their house, their art that hung in their house for years and years and years. So I don't know if it's just that makes
Anton
me feel safe.
is obsessed with doxing, having
But I
people
really
hurt through
sometimes
his
feel
malicious doxing.
When I'm having
dox himself
a tough
for some
time
reason.
or
Anton
a
is so
moment, I really feel like my grandfather and my grandmother are here. And I feel like they've been with
encouraged
me
to do these actions by
through a
Scotty
lot.
that words with disabled
I mean, I did a lot of
handicapped
dumb
clients
shit in my
themselves.
life, so
The only way
I should have
these
been.
idiots
I
obtain
should
my
write, and I
info
shouldn't be here.
is
So
because I
I
became a
really truly
homeowner,
feel like they're my guardian
and the
angel.
location was docked publicly within
Yeah,
2
it
weeks
sounds
of the
like
closure.
you were really close with
So the
your
response from humans
grandparents
get
when they were
worse.
alive.
Yeah,
If
my
I would've stayed
grandfather,
homeless
for
and
all
stayed a
intents and
renter, then I
purposes,
could
was
stay
my dad
on
because my dad
and
was
leave
too
these
busy
cutes on
drinking
another 8 years
high
wild goose chase
to be my dad.
trying to dox my
So,
location.
yeah.
Shut
And
up
so,
and
but you know
it's
what?
right about your autistic army
Thanks.
being
I will
built to
think
monitor
that's
my
probably the only thing I'd thank that
Just
man for because I
I've
had
got
such an amazing
a
relationship with my
D214
grandfather.
honorable discharge from the United States
And I feel
Coast
blessed
Guard
that I had that.
and know a few things. These
Oh,
losers
wow,
either
that's
fully
cool.
know and participate in
I've got
Operation
to say,
Visual
when
or
you
are
have
called dumb. They participate unbeknownst And
I learned
you, as
everything from my
grandfather,
grandmother. We moved
and as
up
a
here when I was
tool
5,
of
and
control for
I
the
didn't know
government,
anybody,
because
and
they
all of
really
the
know
family that I was
how to
surrounded
move
with,
it like
aside from these
clothes
two
with
grandparents,
some snitch
was
walk
suddenly
on me.
gone.
Oh yeah.
And so
Diana
all I
X
had were these
encouraged
two
that
grandparents, and
misbehavior.
so I was with them
Don't
all
let
the
her
time.
fool
I just
you
was
with
always
her
there
fancy twisted
because,
double
you know,
psychology.
I was so little, and then school
These
started,
Indians aren't
and
trained well enough
but
to
we were
realize
always
what
at my
they are
grandparents.
really doing.
I just
But
have
cut
all
to the
these
agenda,
memories there.
like there's a big
Well, I think
bonus
that's
to
maybe
involve.
that's why you still feel them, a presence
Know the Arizona laws before you
around
think
you
you're
even
tough
now.
and
Is
going
they're
to
just
trespass
still
on
letting
private
you know
property
that they're
after
watching
you
over
already
you.
issued death
Right,
consent.
right.
Oh wow, I'm
Yeah.
so jealous.
You know, when people think they're going to try to pull my house, well, guess what? You enter my house,
Yeah.
and I
There's
fear for
been
my life.
moments
I
where
have
I'm
every
just like,
fucking
I
right
know,
to
where
in
I've
your
been
ass. I have every
upset
right
about
to leave like
something
that.
and not
And
even
guess what?
spoken it
Somebody
out
comes to my house, I
loud.
put them in damage like that.
And it's like
I can
a
just tell the
family
cops, like,
issue,
well,
something that's gone
I don't
on
know what
with
to
the
tell you,
family over the
officer.
years,
I
and
was feared
it's
for my
just like
life.
I
I was
know
feared
it's
for my
them.
safety. I
Because
thought
it's
this
not,
guy
it's
was going to
something.
kill me
It's
and
not
my,
just
and my
me
family
suddenly
and my
in all
neighbors.
my
And guess what
anxiety
the cops
and
are
well,
like?
we hear how I can
Guess
get
what,
sometimes.
CNN? You're right.
You
So
know,
we're not going
it's
to charge
just,
that, but we're going to charge the S&B for trespassing, breaking,
like-
entering, like that.
I know, I feel it.
And attempt to
Feel it
battery
in my
assault.
soul.
Yeah. Like if Cry Your Mama
that-
Anton,
that's
they're the ones
awesome.
going to be charged, not me.
Yeah, that's so cool. I wasn't very close with my grandparents to that extent. The only time I ever really had like a strong bond with my grandpa was I think it was just about a year before he died. He brought down a small shoebox and showed me all his war war memorabilia that he'd acquired while he was in the I think it was in the, I'm not sure which armed forces it was, but he was a prisoner of war during the Second World War. So he showed me some bits and pieces that he collected.
You encourage that crap, you fucking
And
shell.
that was the one and only time I ever really felt like a real strong connection to him. It's weird, but I had a spiritual experience with my grandma. The only time in my entire life.
Yeah, just like yesterday in the
I can
puppy
remember
mill
it
and
as vivid
Scotty. Guess what
as I'm talking
because
to
they're
you
trying
right
to
now.
do? Trying to insinuate how they're going to call cops on people. Like,
I
get the
was
fuck out of here.
I was just having this random dream. I'd never dreamed about my grandma
Like
before.
Philemon was saying, oh, Stephen needs to be
so I knew
investigated. I've already been
how
investigated.
vivid of a
I was
dream
done
it
it clear
was.
by Detective Philemon. A
And
good try.
she knocked on my front door, and I answered it. There she
I know
was.
it's good to say, you
I
know
could
what?
see her
If
as
they don't
clear
wanna-
as
if
day.
they need to come find me, they come visit
She
me.
used to wear this
But
really
with a woman.
you see, I don't know if you have them in the US, but my nan used to wear this like a blue overcoat, like kind of like a like a raincoat kind of thing. And she had a red coat handbag. It was just so bizarre, so surreal. But so she knocked on my door and she said, "Hi, I'm just passing by, and I just wanted to let you know that you're gonna be okay." And I remember saying to her, "Okay, thanks, Nan." As you do, as a young, late teen, early 20s. Adult, and that was it. And then, I went and told my mom the next day, and she's like, she said to me, "That's so
Don't want to
weird,"
talk about he got
because I remember the exact time as well. It was around 3 a.m.
Exposed on BitChute.
because I woke up straight after that happened.
You know that
and
break
I went and
catcher
told
that
my mom the next day,
in an
and
MV
she said
cap
that's
or
so
Ryan
weird because
did?
your
Yeah.
nan passed away a year
I
ago
put that on Rumble a couple
today
months
at
ago.
that time.
And it's got like 500 hits on it.
Now, so yeah, it's strange though because I never had a strong connection with my grandma either. We weren't that close. So it's kind of surreal that I would have that kind of an experience of my grandma.
I did one called Surfing the Streets
After
and
a year after she passed away. So, but like I say, I still remember it as clear as day, as clear as I'm talking to you right now. Weird. Sorry, that killed the mood. No pun intended.
What happened?
Sorry, everyone's just gone quiet.
And I was listening. I was reading the chat. I was just because I was.
Is Junie muted?
I'm not sure. I didn't know. JFK, that's cool. Like that's just exactly like my stepdad. Like
Yes, I was coughing.
Oh, fair enough.
it got like bone dead quiet in here. We're like,
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to scare everyone away.
I put it in chat, but this is another thing with my grandfather. When I walked off stage, when we were walking off stage at graduation and walking down the aisles, like out the doors, you know, I looked to where my family was sitting. I saw my mom and my brother. I saw my great uncle, my great aunt, and then my grandmother. And over my grandmother's shoulder, I'm telling you, when my grandfather was
You're on something
there.
that had 2 or 3
He was
months off.
there as plain as day.
That's okay.
And I felt it so deeply that I started crying. Like I got emotional. Also, I was excited I graduated because I really worked hard. But it was like he was there. He was just there. And I kept telling I hugged my Uncle John, which is his brother, my great Uncle John. I hugged him so hard. I'm like, Grandpa was standing right next to you guys. Grandpa was standing. Well, he's like, what? I'm like, Grandpa was standing right next to you guys. They all thought I was nuts. But I was like, I mean, he was there. And that was the one thing that I was most upset about, was that he was the only one that wasn't going to see me graduate. Damn.
Wow, here's one.
That's fucking awesome. That's awesome as fuck. Sorry, I got all excited about it.
Yeah.
I just got chills. I'm not gonna cry, you know, and I cry all over the internet and stuff. So I don't want to do that today.
JFK, you just brought something up. I remember. Oh, you hella brought something up. Sorry. Yeah, hell yeah. My son was like, he's 8 now, so he's like, let's say like maybe 5, and he said he said he's seen his brother, you know, he's seen his brother, and I was like, what do you mean you seen your brother, you know? And he's like, I seen my brother, and like I don't know like what he's seen or whatever, but he said he's seen him, and I was like, I was trying to get him to tell me more, but you know how 5-year-olds are, they don't even, you know.
Yeah.
I think he might have been older than that, 'cause 5 might be a little young actually. I think 6, maybe 6 or 7. Sorry. Kids grow up so fast.
Not only do you rage about Penny.
Yeah, they do.
I definitely mentioned him. I've mentioned him. Oh, I told him about him already. He understands. He's 8, so you know what I mean. He might not understand that well, but he understands that he was supposed to have a brother that came, you know, and stuff like that. So.
And it's really like JFK asked, because I mean I've heard that's really common.
And that pedophile catch from Ryan.
A twin who loses another twin to like.
Yeah, Fireside. 719
see them or
hits.
feel them, or you know what I mean.
Over 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I feel like when your son's got a little buddy for life, still.
I feel like a little bit after, for a while after his passing, his brother would like wake up and cry like in the middle of the night, like sometimes, like you know what I mean, like in his sleep. And I wonder if he because he was in the room with us when he passed away. You know, obviously he was young. He was 4 months, so he was a young boy, so way young. He didn't understand what was happening, but like he knew what was happening. I think, if that makes sense, because like he kind of like just woke up and he kind of was like looking, you know. And I feel like
babies feel emotions from their, you know, they feel them, like from you, from like a parent.
Yeah. It just is a lot, and I feel like it didn't break me down though. Shit, I feel like I'm such a strong. I'm a really strong woman when it comes to that though. I really am. Like people can say what they want, but fuck, you know what I mean. I'm gonna still be me, and I'm getting stronger by the day.
That's right, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Live for today.
Do the best you can, and get up and try to do it again tomorrow. I mean, people hold people to incredibly absurd standards.
Well, if you try to live your life by other people's standards, you'll end up driving yourself crazy, and it's not worth it. I'm gonna jump down. I've got to grab a shower before the evening draws too late. NTF, great to speak to you again. Have a fantastic stream and have a great night. Junie, huge shout out to you. Great to speak to you.
Thank you.
And hope to do it again soon. Have a great night, girls.
Have a good night.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye, chat.
Zippity said, I'm very sensitive, especially to deaths before and after, and funerals. Cemeteries are almost a no-go for me.
I like Admiral. He's good.
Anxiety. So they gave me like a high CBD one, but it still had, THC in it. And I smoked 2 baby dab hits. Luckily, I only did 2, but I swear that shit lasted for 6 hours.
The last time I took a dab hit was not paying attention to what the guys were doing, and we were joking around, and he's like, okay, and I went, and I didn't, he's like, and I took it, and as I was hitting it, I was like, oh, this is way too much. This is going to be bad. This is going to, my anxiety is going to go from 0 to 6,000. And we walked out of the office laughing and shooting the shit. And he owned a vape shop. And I got to the end of one length of glass counters. And I was like, hand on my, elbow on the table, glass, head on my hand, just looking at him. Because then Mom starts talking. She starts talking to Billy, and I'm like,
have fun at church
waving,
there,
I'm like,
Phil,
come on, no, we gotta go,
God.
because it was getting bad, and I could feel it, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it in the car. That's gonna be like the worst roller coaster ride with my eyes closed from hell. Because it was like, it's that way too high, get me off the ride high.
Yes.
And it hit me before we got out the door, and I was like, they have a ramp. God, they have a ramp, but they have to do stairs. And I'm holding onto the railing with both hands, and Mom's like, you good? I'm like, I'm not good, so I'm gonna get in the car, and I'm gonna put my seatbelt on, and I'm gonna close my eyes. And it was funny because I guess when you know places, because you go there all the time, and you know, where just distance and time, without having your eyes open, I kind of could tell where we were at certain points, and I just was like, okay, we're almost home. We're almost home. I can't do this time. It was the worst.
I'll have to see what those dab pens are. But yeah, I use Leafly to look up strains. And if it's high on the euphoria, I will not grow or purchase that one. I use Leafly to look up the strains before I grow it or buy it. And I don't buy the highest THC level. I cannot smoke it in the morning or I'll go back to bed. I'll generally wait until later in the day, once in a while, maybe at 2 o'clock, but generally more earlier evening, or when I'd come home from work, I would take my hits to get me motivated to do house chores.
Yeah, kind of wind down from work and in the mood to do something else.
But still give me that. And I like to grow or buy the ones that are specifically for creativity and focus. So those are the ones I tend to want to use. And I'll smoke a few hits. And then, a few hours later, I may smoke a few hits more.
See, I wish I could smoke sativa because, I'm a very creative person, but I just instantly get anxiety. Instantly. I gotta go lay down.
But you can find strains, like I'm saying, that have, those are the only ones I get, and they could be marked as sativa, but the majority of what we're getting now are hybrids. So say you'll have, maybe 70% sativa, and the rest is going to be another lineage, which is indica. So if you look for strains like that, you'll be good to go. I like the clear-headed.
Someone just knocked on my door. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm not ignoring.
Clear-headed, focused, get things done without giving me anxiety. Hi, Shorts.
Sometimes I feel like it helps my anxiety though. Like I don't think it gives me. It depends though. Like it depends.
It depends on the strain. Yeah. So like if you already have anxiety, you don't want to smoke a strain that's going to give you anxiety because it'll put you over the edge.
Yeah.
So I stay away from those because I don't want that feeling. I want a productive, get things done, focused, and that's where you have to pay attention to what strain you're getting. If it's a super high content of THC, if it's listed as high euphoria, don't get those ones if you have anxiety.
Yeah.
You want to get more of a balanced.
Keep going, Angela.
I was just reading some comments now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I definitely need to find out some of those strains because I feel like I always smoke whatever dabs be in my face, so I need to start like looking into that kind of stuff because it'd be making my anxiety different sometimes. I don't like that.
Yeah, I won't smoke, like in the past, say you're with friends and they're passing the pipe around, I would smoke it, but I would notice some of those would trigger me to literally go into the bathroom and hibernate until my anxiety went away. That has happened. Now I literally will ask, and if they don't know what it is, I'm not smoking it.
Right.
So it's like I used to be a wine connoisseur. I drank red wine a lot. And now I will consider myself a pot snob now because I have my methods. So like say first I'll look at my dispensary. I'll see what they have. I'll write a few things down. And then I'll go to Leafly and I'll look them up. And then that's how I determine which ones I'm going to buy from the dispensary. So it takes a little time, but I use it as like my medicine, not to just sit around and get loaded out of my mind. I've never been able to have that lifestyle, nor would I want that lifestyle. So,
Bobby Joe's quit said, weed is so confusing. Hard drugs are easier. You know what your high is going to be like. Fucking, that's kind of funny.
Hi, Mandingo. And don't smoke. Yeah, you have to be particular about it. And that's why, like, people will offer seeds. Like, they're at home, they got a bag of seeds. I got seeds I can give you. And I'll be like, what strain are they? Oh, well, I don't know. It's a mix. No, thank you. I'm not into growing stuff that I don't know what it is or smoking something that I don't know what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, my husband's good with that kind of stuff, too. He's the one that usually goes.
So then you look up, you find out what your dispensary has, and then you can, put 2 tabs open and copy and paste into Leafly or write them down like a grocery list. And then go to Leafly, key it in. And if the strain isn't on Leafly, some of the newer strains aren't, you can go to allbuds, ALLBUDS.com, and look the strain up there. And I like their website too.
I hope you're well and happy New Year.
Oh yeah, I'm actually writing that down.
Yeah. So I don't trust what the bud tenders recommend because I've sent a few friends to the dispensary and they'll tell them their ailment and then they're freaking given some strain that shouldn't have been given. And then they're like, oh, I'm never smoking weed again because it did this or that. And it's like, well, you were given the wrong strain. You really have to do your own homework before you go to the dispensary.
Yeah.
And then there's some that are really good for pain. They have certain terpenes in it. And these websites tell you that. Like, this is good for pain. This is good for insomnia. And then I don't trust, some of the bud tenders are very knowledgeable, but the majority of them are not.
Okay.
So I don't trust what the bud tender recommends. I
have researched cannabis and all of that for over 10 years. Like, intensely. Like, I've even gone to the points to read scientific studies. And I used to do a lot of this on my channel, but nobody at that time was interested. But I'm thinking of starting to do that again. Yeah, Green Manny. Yeah, but yeah.
You should do it again, because now, how long ago was it when you tried the last time?
Yeah, I tell you.
Before I met this new community.
Huh?
Yeah. There's a lot of us that smoke to cope.
Yeah, my older community, they were interested, but not the interest that I needed for me to keep doing it, because it takes a lot of time to do those sorts of topics, because I pull stuff up on the screen. I do a bunch of research first and then do a show on it.
Yeah, you're very thorough, and you as someone who is educating on the matter should be.
And then I put links in the description. I put where people can find things. I spend at least a half an hour on my description alone.
Oh my God.
So I don't just haphazardly go through talking about cannabis. I even did one on gummies. I did one on ratios. I did one on what you should start on first.
I want to learn how to make butter, like good butter.
That's easy too, actually. There's an easy recipe out there.
This is how drunk she was last night.
Wow. Because I think I'm gonna lean towards it. Because so, as far as smoking regularly, I stopped for months. Because I just was like, I'm not getting high. My muscles aren't relaxing. Like, I'm not getting the effects I need. But then I was thinking today, I didn't think it was working, but I did, because I was real chill today. I wasn't very, anxious or anything. So it does work, but it doesn't help me sleep like it used to, like 2 short months ago. You know what I mean?
Right. And for the people that can go to the dispensaries and you can look the strains up to see what they have, you can find strains that are actually for insomnia, like the percentage would be, say, 50% for insomnia, 20% for stress, 10% for... So I look at all that kind of stuff because it depends on how the chemicals that the plant has, the natural chemicals that the plant has.
Well, Cinco's gonna be waking up like.
And then, Juniper, there's also CBN that helps for sleep. Like, say you got a product that has THC and CBN.
She must have bought a big old 4-gallon box of wine.
That's straight up for sleep. THC and CBG, that's for pain.
7-Eleven Glory Hole in Toronto.
Right. And somebody asked me something.
Let me see.
Drank a whole 4-gallon box of wine.
Let me go back to that. Will CBD show up as marijuana if I got random drug? If they're testing for cannabinoids, yes. But there's a new law that's gone into effect. You might want to check your laws, because over here in California, an employer cannot ask you about your cannabis use,
she's trying to wash away,
and they cannot, if they drug test you,
you can see her kids again.
The only way that can be determined if you're high on the job is the levels. So say it's like the levels are like, full bore high, they know you're high on the job. But say the levels are low enough to where you probably smoked before you went to bed last night, they can't do shit. So there's a bunch of new laws regarding this. But depending on, say they're only testing for THC and your CBD is literally from a hemp plant, then no, it's not going to show up. But if they're testing for cannabinoids, it can show up, yes.
That was an interesting question.
Yes, very good question.
So this that I have right now...
Not the CBD. They can't do anything unless you smoke it at work. And that's a new law, right, JFK? Because our new law goes into effect January. Now, the only ones that does not pertain to is is federal workers, of course, and certain other types of employment.
Like if you're driving a forklift, they don't want you high.
Yeah, you can, right, correct.
You're taking care of patients, they don't want you high.
Right. But if you did it the night before, they can't do shit to you about it. I think it should have been across the board as far as certain other entities. Now, federal, I understand because it's not federally legal yet, which whatever. Well, the federal, that would then go into the FDA and all that kind of crap, right? And they want people on big pharma. They want to keep making their money. And you can look studies up to where people have used medicinal marijuana and it has gotten them off of pills. And what happens when people get off pills?
I don't take any kind of pain medication whatsoever for my.
That means the FDA loses out on money. That means the pharmacies lose out on money. The big pharma companies lose out on money. Their stock market starts going down. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Yes.
New York is the shitty thing, like, they got a good laugh out of me, you know, because I was anxious and they couldn't give me weed from my neighbor, and because I was anxious.
Sam, no. We're not talking. I know. But
I got
Sam,
my guy showed up like not even when we were all talking. When we were talking, I had to go down and meet him. And he's like, go get some sleep. And I'm like, thank you. I'm so glad that you showed up tonight. And he's like, why? I'm like, because I need it even more now. He's like, why? I'm like, because I just went crazy on some asshole on the internet that I cannot stand. And I just, had it up to here. And he goes, yeah, I get it. I understand. Go to sleep. So I did. But now it's not helping me sleep. But it is helping me relax.
green mayonnaise, I knew guys that did dabs at where I used to work too. And yes, JFK, you can test positive for a poppy seed muffin. And I think that acts as heroin or something. Yeah, I could be wrong, but something similar to that.
It's opium.
I wanted to answer Sam's question. It is not replacing a drug addiction for another. If you're using cannabis medicinally, it's totally different. I'm not talking about someone sitting on their couch all day, smoking pot all day, not being a fucking good human in society.
I turned it out.
He said something like basically trading one addiction for another.
Who, me?
And it's,
or anyone?
No.
Okay.
He was talking in general.
Yeah. I don't think
that is not true.
Yeah, I can pick it up and put it down whenever I want. I'm not addicted.
It's not true. Yeah, that's not true. You need to read the studies.
I can't do that with alcohol. I cannot pick it up and put it down whenever I so choose. Once I start, that's it. Balls rolling, it's all the way downhill again, straight to the bottom. This, when my back's really bothering me, or I'm really, really anxious and dealing with stuff like I have done, and I don't care, anybody can clip whatever, I have done. And I've been watching the character assassination of all my friends for no reason, and then, yes, all of it. Anyway, yeah. I'm a real human being with real human being feelings, and I've needed some weed.
Maybe I'll start covering some of the studies. Gabapentin was prescribed to me, and it never did shit for my leg pain that I had. It did nothing. Nothing.
They had me on 600 milligrams 3 times a day, and I absolutely got no relief in my lower back. Nothing. And that's why I told them, I said, you need to change me. I'm at the max almost of this medication. I do not want to be on it. It does not help me. And so they changed it over to Lyrica, and I only take 150 twice a day.
Bobby Joe Clip, that's not what I said. I said an unproductive person in society. I hate when people twist shit that you say. It's like, come on, be a human.
I know they don't know how. Cannabis is a plant that grows out of Mother Earth. Exactly.
Some people that have pain, they're using it medicinally. Some do need to use cannabis all day microdosing. I'm talking about the stigma. And this was something I covered a lot too, was the stigma that people have about people that do use cannabis. I also did shows on the stigma about parents raising children who use cannabis, trying to get rid of that stigma. So there's a lot of stigmas to using cannabis. There were anyway. It's getting a lot better now.
I remember growing up, they're like, oh, it's so bad for you, it's so bad for you. And then my parents would be in their bedroom getting high off their fucking asses. Like, we can smell it.
Yeah, right.
Just because the door's locked, like, we can see your shadows, we can smell the weed.
Exactly.
And my dad was not a brilliant man whatsoever. And he found a crap across the Hudson from where we lived at the time. And him and his buddy went over in a canoe and got it. And they got it. They harvested it. Excuse me.
Yeah,
and then
so Bobby
put it
Joe's
in gallon bags. Excuse me. In our bathroom.
You chill, Bobby Joe. Like, Bobby Joe's spit, you chill. The fuck?
Bathroom towel found it. And I was 13. Of course I found it. It was right behind our towels. I'm like, what all of a sudden, what are all these plastic bags? Sweet. And I snatched a bag. I was like, you said we're going to notice it's missing.
Oh, okay. Bobby Joe's clit, I may have taken it the wrong way, and I apologize for that.
Let me read it. Maybe.
But yeah, if I said it incorrectly, what I meant was there has been a stigma, right? And
yeah,
they did try to stigma against people.
And I just think if people are not being productive, right? Like they're just laying around zoned out, not living life, not being productive, I'm not for that stoned out of your brain all day, every day, just to get stoned is a legitimate medicinal use, is what I'm saying. And you can take that how you want to take that. That's just my perspective on it.
I can understand that totally.
Yeah. That's all I meant.
She means like people that just be like, I'm trying to think of somebody that like went from a movie or something. Like how high? How those dudes being how high? They don't have no job or nothing.
Yes, and that has to do with a lot of younger people that don't want to go get a job, that want to lay around smoking pot in their room all day, that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Like those dudes off how high? Like I said, that dude on the couch. He don't ever leave the couch.
Yes, yes. I know most of you knew what I meant.
I give an example of someone that didn't understand. Like
Thank
myself.
you. I appreciate it. You are a good person, JFK, but you're functioning. You're doing things. You're productive. You're not sitting around all day just zoned out in front of the TV.
I'm gonna unsub from most of the shit that I subscribe to as far as streaming services because I never watch my fucking TV. I'm gonna keep Peacock. That's it. Well, and Prime, obviously, because I use Prime, so I have Prime. But I never turn my TVs on. The only one that gets turned on is like at night when I go to bed or whenever I shut this off and go to bed, and I turn it on like something really mind-numbing like On Patrol Live. And I'm out in like 40 minutes. So I don't see any reason to pay for Netflix and Hulu and what else do I have? Showtime and Paramount and... What are you doing, Kat?
That's a lot.
Yeah, individually, yeah. To not watch it ever? Like... just get rid of it and get it back when I want it. It's easier to do now. It's not like cable where you used to have to call.
I want this channel turned off, please.
I remember back in the day. My mom used to work for Dish Network, man. She used to come home and tell us the stories about those people that would get mad over their TV. Like those people would be cussing my mom smooth out over their cable shit. For real. They used to be like calling her a bit of names, this and that, saying they're gonna kill her whole family and everything over some cable channels. Like that shit was serious back in the day.
Yeah, I remember when things were switching over, and my dad and mom both worked at a small town satellite shop. So when they first started working there, it was like the big satellite dishes, like way back. I was just a little, like 8, 9
We're
years old.
talking about cable now?
We were.
Okay. I thought I would die with my cable boxes. I had 5 of those suckers in my house.
Yeah.
And I have loved cable my whole life because I loved my guide. I thought I would die with my cable boxes. And I don't know, I think it's been, seriously, I was a diehard, like watched my shows at night.
Yeah.
And then 3 years ago, I had Manny disconnect all these boxes and take them down. I shut my service off. And I literally only pay for YouTube Prime. And I find everything I need to watch on YouTube without paying for a damn thing. And that's why I've created all my playlists under my channels. I even have one for old reality TV shows that I like. And there's 2 people that I visit their channels and get totally caught up on my sister wives and different things that I used to watch. I find real life stuff on YouTube, like cases and all that, so I don't have to just sit and watch Dateline in 2020 anymore, which were a bunch of bullshit. I found out when they tried to cover the Las Vegas shooting, they didn't do any research. We have no real journalists anymore. That's a fact. They're all owned by the same fucking people. They all say the same shit. So once I finally learned that, that's when I cut it. And we don't watch local news anymore. We don't watch CNN. All the shit we used to watch, we do not watch that in our home anymore.
I mainly got rid of cable because of the news. Like it wasn't just like I didn't back then I did watch TV, but I got rid of the cable because I was paying way too much attention, way too much attention to the news during the beginning of COVID, and I was like, nope. And I got rid of it. All I pay for is Wi-Fi, and I do have a landline.
I think that's when we canceled. It was the start of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I'd come home from work and Manny'd have the news on and I would fucking lose it.
I would too, because, it's like you're flipping back and forth and trying to make sure you're seeing everything or you're getting both sides and you kind of can make your own decisions. And it was maddening. It was absolutely maddening sometimes, especially being locked up, cooped up, feeling like you can't go anywhere because you can't, quote unquote, unless it's absolutely necessary. And you're afraid because you think that it's like the death plague coming to get you.
So like instead of my guide, oops, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I really expected people to be like outside in hazmat suits walking around. Some people were, but like that's what I expected when I went outside. That's what I was expecting to see everyone walking around with fucking hazmat suits on, for real.
I learned a lot at that point of our lives. I learned a lot about government and all this weird shit that they can do and they did do, and it's their fault where we're at today. They wonder why nobody wants to get a job. Well, they were still making McDonald's workers wear these masks for fucking ever after the mandate went away. Yeah. And I have a problem with people using products against manufacturers' intended use and our government telling people to do it. So, but yeah, so I think Manny pays for the Disney Plus because we do watch that when we have Maverick over. But otherwise, we watch everything on YouTube. So instead of using like my channel guide, I've made my own weird thing up by creating playlists. And whenever I get notifications or come upon recommended or whatever, if I'm interested, I will add it to whatever playlist I need to add it to. And then when I get in bed at night, I put my TV on and I go to those playlists and play whatever. Like lately I've been stuck on mobster documentaries. So I've been watching a lot of mobster documentaries and stuff like that. Or I could go to my genre of missing persons, or I can go to my true crime playlist, or creepy and disturbing. I've created a paranormal one, abandoned houses playlist.
Right. I'll have to look at those.
So it's like, look at my playlist. You guys can set up your own playlist, and then it syncs to your TV, and you just pull up the YouTube app on your TV, and there's all your playlists.
Mendigo, where is he? I was playing. Mendigo, where's Roblo? If he comes up in here, he can come up here. I was playing.
What do you know about
That weren't full every streaming other content. Yeah, I'm not. Yes. He's kind of
stream was so chill yesterday. Like I felt bad having, 420 came through, so I'm watching you and I got stoned and I'm just chilling, listening to the really good music, and I'm like, that poor girl, she shouldn't be having to do this herself.
I know where your frustration was coming from, but when I talked to the guy and he said he would fix it for me, and I offered to help, it turned my mind a bit to where I had a better day, because the day before, I literally wanted to jump out of a moving car, okay? My skin, I was inside my body feeling like I wanted to crawl out of it.
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
I don't even know how else to describe it. I was losing it badly. In every sense of the word of losing it, I was. And to feel that way internally is very bad.
Yeah.
So I had to turn it around.
Yep, this is Wilkinson.
And that's why I thought, you know what? I asked my cousin, do you mind if I stream this? I just tried to make it more
I
of
missed a lot after
a positive
Yeah, something I agree
thing.
with. Says what's true.
Because I can't keep going down. I have to try to make myself come back up. You get it?
Yes.
And so by me digging that dirt and doing that,
dancing around and having a grand old time. I love it. That's why it was so chill.
I just had to put myself in a different frame of mind. I just had to do that.
Sorry. Angela, I had a question for you. I asked earlier, when Admiral was up here, and Juniper already answered it. But, so I guess the question is, what's your favorite place that is haunted, that you've been to, or that you want to go to, that you've never been to?
Oh, gosh. So I did go to one place and stayed an entire weekend. It's a place called the Glen Tavern Inn. And I believe it's in Santa Ana. I think it's in Santa Ana. And my aunt and I stayed there the whole weekend with all my ghost tools and her ghost tools and EVPs and, all that kind of stuff. I did not feel a thing the whole weekend. My Aunt Mary says she did. I did not. And I even laid on this bed and went into this closet where this prostitute was murdered and, did all this stuff. I didn't feel anything. But there are these people that do. I'd have to go into my messenger and look at the organization that I like that goes around to different states. And I got to know them very well on the trip because they were smokers, and my Aunt Mary and I were smokers. So her and I would go hang out with the whole group that puts these trips on. And we got to talk to them for a long time each time we went out to smoke. So that was pretty cool. There's a lot of places that I want to go. I would like to go to some of the old insane asylums.
That's what I said. That was
the old sick hospitals.
I'm not shocked. We have a ton.
Yeah, you're not shocked I picked those?
That is exactly what I picked. Didn't I?
Yep, that's exactly what she picked.
How funny.
They're so stunning. The architecture is amazing.
And then now there's yes, all of it. So there's a old, really old cemetery by where my daughter lives. from like back in the Mission days. And I already asked Manny if he's not into any of this kind of stuff, okay? But he did agree to take me out there to the cemetery so I could go ghost hunting out there. We just need to do it before we really start getting a rainy season. So we really have to just pick an evening and drive over there and go. And my idea would be to live stream it. And if it started buffering, then I would just have to not stream it, but only video, and then upload it.
Like, what was that movie?
Oh, but you're funny.
The Blair Witch Project, but it's Angela's project.
What project?
She's going into the darkness.
Yes.
Elby,
Yeah.
you're funny as fuck, girl. You're funny. You got me laughing at that. She said, that's what Elby said.
She does make me laugh a lot too. Yeah. The yard digging and music was chill. I dug it. No pun intended. You never know what you're gonna see on my channel. That's the thing. I'm very random. I never stay on one topic. It always goes from. We could cover probably 30 topics in one live stream. I mean, and that's how I like it.
Yeah.
And no one's allowed to come in and be nasty. My mods know how to handle them, and they do not get timed out, and they get banned, and they never get unbanned ever. I don't even go look at my block list. I don't need to because my mods know how I want my channel ran. Period.
Who's in the basement?
Even if it's a hater and they want to come in and participate, that's fine. Anybody can come into my chat and participate, no matter if we like them or they don't. As long as they're participating and they want to be a part of the subject matter and they want to do that, I am totally cool with that. But if they come in and they're trying to fight or pick on people or talk about my friend, not gonna happen. And then Nick will put on for me subscriber mode, like 10-minute subscriber mode. That saves a lot of trolls from coming in because they won't sub and they won't wait 10 minutes. So that helps a lot of keeping just the random trolls out that want to come in and just pick on people or say nasty, vile shit.
Right. That's just unnecessary.
The thing that is hard is they come up in the basement and start putting their murder, suicide shit. They do that to me a lot. They do it to me and Edward together a lot, saying I should kill myself. Edward should slice his wrist live streaming. One came up and said they were going to rape me until I was dead. I mean, and they spam it. They spam the private chat.
I was alive with Edward and the first time, and when I saw it happen, it wasn't that long ago, and I saw it and was just like, oh my God, and it was not stop. They just didn't stop. They kept going.
No, they don't stop. And then I had somebody come in the background, and it was like it looked so real. I really didn't know what to do. I put my recorder on though, so I could get it. They had some dead body, and they were slicing it up with knives, and blood was everywhere, and they were like dismembering a fucking body, and it was pretty horrific to see that. Like I was just live streaming, and people come in the background and do that shit. So that kind of shit's disturbing.
That's my kind of shit. No, I like horror though, but I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, not when you're like on a topic, right? And someone shows up, like, yeah, it's done to. That's definitely not being a part of the discussion.
Right.
You know.
I was just being funny.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm freezing. I just got like a wicked chill.
Angela, I'm waiting for my twerking videos. Fucking shut up.
That only happens once in a while. Bobby Joe's clip, when I do stuff like that, you just have to catch it. It's extremely random.
Who's in the basement, man? Because like, get your leave if you're. Who is in the basement? Because like,
Let me
he's asking
see.
I don't recognize who it is.
It says, she said me scam, so I'm guessing that's scammy, but I don't.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know how to.
Hold on, let me read.
She's like, yes, it is me.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
ULA.
She just said, all good. Wanted to give Angela a good job. I'm not great at articulating, but was impressed with Angela the last couple days.
I don't know. I don't know. It sounds
Do
fishy
you know
to
how
me.
to put a a thingy over? What you mean?
Maybe it's Scamula. Yes, it's me, she said. Okay, well, thank you for the,
Hey, Jordan.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Hey, Jordan.
I'm just me. I'm just me, people. That's all.
Me too.
I know. I was just making sure. Because I don't even really know who that is. So.
Yeah, at least this is why I want to go live.
Scamula.
Bye, Jelly. Bye, Jelly Fisher. I love Jelly.
Hi, Jordan. Hi, Jilly.
Yep, Jordan's here.
Why do you want to go live, Jilly? Yes.
It was cold.
So I was thinking of later having a stream. I don't know if it'll be around later, but I was thinking of doing a stream later of playing Yahtzee and then going into puzzles, maybe.
Ooh, yay. What time?
I don't know. Not late. Like,
yeah.
You know, if no one's live after this, I can set it up for like a few hours from now. But I thought if I had anybody interested, we could start off with Yahtzee.
I have Yahtzee on my tab.
And then, well, it's one of my games that's in my little game setup that I have. And it is best if you have, like, say, a phone and a laptop, so that if you wanted to be in StreamYard to talk, you could be in StreamYard, say, on a phone, and then you could be in the game on your laptop or computer. It works best like that. You can do it on your phone. I've had a few friends figure it out. You have to put your phone landscape and make your screen large, like enlarge it. But then you can't see the chat, or you can't, like, you have to just be in there playing the game only. So you can do it like that as well. It's just a little more difficult for people. On the building I hit, truly is a historic landmark in my hometown. Ooh.
Thankfully, we've moved on a bit.
I'll have to check that out.
This is so much fun. Complete silliness, and I love that you guys enjoy
But as far as where I want to go, I don't really know. I'd have to scope out, you know, like, because some of these places that these you know, tours and ghost hunts happen are states away.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the one I want to go to is completely and totally condemned. I've done tons of research on it, so I've seen beautiful pictures of the architecture, and I've seen the building physically itself. I've been there outside of it, and it's just so massive, and the way the main houses or the different units are connected by these big, giant, like atrium-like hallways with chairs, just lined with chairs up and down each side. They're still in there, and that was where they would put everybody during the day. It would all be placed in those chairs in those atriums. The people that were kind of like, you know, really not with it, and you know, and the more functioning people had jobs, and but it was just, it's such a stunning property. It was the first nursing school in New York State. It's just a lot of history. It would be a lot of fun. I want to do.
I'm thinking mine would be haunted. I mean, I would like to go to haunted Hollywood. All those places in Hollywood, like that's my. I want to go there bad. Like all those different places, you know, throughout the city and whatnot.
Hollywood, I went there quite often as an older teenager, and it was fun. I just wish I would have been older to go into the whiskey and different old places Motley Crue used to play at, and
Yeah,
wasn't
a lot of
quite old
people-
enough to get into those yet.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Motley Crue, so my neighbor, that was my neighbor that knocked on my door. One of the old hair bands is playing at the theater that's like on the other side of this parking lot.
Who is it?
And he thought it was Motley Crue. That's why it made me think of it. And I'm like, no. And he's like, one of them. And I'm like, I don't know which one. So I'll look it up now that I thought of that.
Yeah, look it up. I'm curious.
If that
There's
is
just a lot of
indeed the
history
case.
there, Mandingo. That's what I like about it. California has a lot of history in a lot of places that I've looked up and researched about paranormal stuff, and California has a lot.
Look up. Let me think of the name of it. It's over in Ben Lomond.
I think Steve is smoking.
There's a lot of coverage out there on. Let me think of the name. I'll remember it in a minute. It's an N.
He was kidding big time.
What's it called?
Tony is there. Who the hell in their hell is that? It's just not even like am I dumb?
No, you can't say that about yourself. Like you say me.
And where?
I just want to see his damn face. Show me his damn face.
How's everyone doing out there? Happy New Year's to you all. Happy 2024.
Mandingo, fuck.
Oh God, no, Steve, you are so off the charts. It's not even funny. Let me look
Mandingo,
at
give me
it.
Yep, I know. I love that. Yeah, I was glad Mandingo was there too in the chat yesterday when I told my cousin about the bowls of weed. He started cracking up. Did you see my cousin Nicholas cracking up, Mandingo, about the bowls of weed all over the place? I was like, yep, right at lunchtime for all the teenagers, I asked him, have you ever seen big old bowls of weed sitting all over my house for teenagers to come and take? He started laughing. He's like, no. I was like, oh, well, that's what's said on the YouTubes about me. He started laughing, and I looked down and Mandingo was there cracking up. I was like, oh, I'm so glad Mandingo was there to hear that.
Yeah, he definitely brings light to dark situations sometimes. He's funny as fuck. Like, he's one of my favorite people. He's so funny.
I like hanging out with Mandingo.
He's hilarious.
I'm learning him, though. I have to be careful of his trolling side, though, because, it's like he's a guy that speaks and, we have these great conversations and it's all true and factual and good, but then in the next sentence he'll say something in the same voice, same tone that's just trolling bullshit. And I have to be very careful not to fucking fall for that shit. One time I almost did, and then I was like, I don't think so. And I'm glad I really thought about it and didn't follow suit with what he was saying, because otherwise I'd have been in big trouble too. Fucking Mandingo. Bye, shorts.
Oh, bye, shorts. I didn't see you leaving.
Ben Loma Lodge. Are you on is anyone on their computer able to Google something?
I'm on my phone. Man,
okay.
Damn you, Les, trying to come in here again. I'm not letting her come up, whoever that is. You keep trying to come up with different accounts. It's the second one, but it's different.
Yeah, he'd be trying to get me in trouble one night. And I almost believed him because he's so, the way he talks and stuff, and you're into these great conversations, which we with Mandingo. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he'll say some troll shit.
He'd be funny. He'd be like, that's racist,
And
right?
you're like, well, it's like you're in these conversations, so you want to believe what the fuck he's saying. And I almost fell for some fucking LARP shit one time, and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't go along with that. I would have been fucking drugged all over. All because of fucking Mandingo.
When Mandingo's first ever appearance, I thought he was a Democrat, LOL, because of his trolling.
So it is absolutely not any sort of hair band. In fact, I mean, this man's hair looks great, but he's a jazz musician. Jazz singer.
God, that's
But he's
hilarious.
played all over the country, apparently, and in Las Vegas, and with like all these important people. And so apparently he's very famous. He's here. He's at the theater for all 3 nights. So but he was popular in this area, I guess. I've never fucking heard of him.
Who was it?
What's his name? Tony DeSere.
Jizzle's commenting and what's truth is over in Yaxley's.
But I think my channel has said some, like, counting everybody that's been on it, there's been horrible shit, in my opinion. Horrible thoughts, horrible fucking topics. And it all comes from my panel, and it all comes from me not booting it. So, like, every live stream, like, the panel and the chat would get flooded with sick shit. And even worse. Maybe everybody should walk away from that.
This is some dick riding. I got a hard on. A Threadus doesn't like when I got a hard on.
I'm gonna come back and massage you, okay?
Okay.
Don't fall asleep.
No, can't fall asleep. Can't fall asleep.
Night, Pooh Boy, sweet dreams. Scotty, Cookie Ratty. Oh, you dream about Mark Connors? As you teaching students in the karate shop there, Pooh Boy? Alright, I'm out of here, my job. Peace out.